Are you taking a shit?
Me too.
Are you taking a shit right now? I'm taking a shit, thank you. Starting now, folks. Lovely to see you. I worry that chat is peaking with these great Poirot and Sherlock puns. Buckle in, buckle up. Buckle down. Let's go! In like a second or two. Oh shit, I'm not ready. Listen, if you're not ready now, you'll never be ready. And Sherlock said that. Very overexposed tonight. Hello. Hello. Welcome in, folks. Good to see you. I wonder if I can fix that. I'm not here on the screen. Good evening to you. How yous all doing? 'Tis a Thursday night, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse, except the mouse that I could hear in my kitchen as I cooked dinner this evening. Hello to yous. Hello to yous. Welcome in Gel, who is here at the timely time of 6:53 p.m, which is a lifetime ago at this point. I'm very sorry. I've been watching a show called Blackbird today, and it's good. But it was a bit fucking heavy, and it got to like 20 to 6, and I was still watching it, and it's a very heavy fucking show. There's bad people in that who do bad things and stuff. And I was like, I think I need to, shake it off me a bit. It was making me a bit sad. So how do we sit down, watch some YouTube, had a shower and that, but I was running late, so I apologise. Only like 10 minutes later than I usually run late, but that's late, I guess. Welcome in Gel, yes, welcome in Virtual Bread in for the bootleg pyro. Kind of is. I honestly don't know what sort of vibes this game brings, but I'm hoping there's a bit of humour in there. There was a lot of humour in the game which Majango was playing, but I don't know if it was like intentional so much as just, incredible silliness. I think this one's meant to be good though, but we'll see. I'm hoping it's not too taxing on the brain, because Faro, was fantastic, but it was hard as well. And we will return to Pyro. This is like an off-season Pyro, before we get back to the good stuff. Because you can't just, if you have loads of good food in the house, if you get loads of groceries in, you don't cook the pizza and the nice chicken on the same night. You have the pizza one night, and then the chicken like 2 months later, when people are ready to have it, Torto, welcome in. Sorry, Majango, thank you for the fart. Torto, thank you for the reset peas. No peas today. No peas at all. Gel, guess what time it is? What time is it, Gel? Is it pasta time? I had some pie, egg pie, 2 sausages, some boiled potatoes, some frozen veg, and some pesto gravy. Shout out pesto gravy. We're in the pesto gravy era, folks. Not John Hammy enough, Bennett, is it not? I suppose it doesn't really look like the John Hamm. That's more of it's the guy who plays Loki. Doesn't even look like that. It looks like the guy. God. He had that BBC show. BBC drama. I'm never going to get the name. But it's like a long one. It's a long name. Yes, oh yes, come on. Wormsy, thank you for the fart, welcome in. Was loving Emily as well earlier. Unfortunately, seems like there's nothing you can do. Such is life. Danger's life, no shit, Sherlock. Yes, Lilo, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely evening. I hope you've watched a film today. Let me know if you've watched the film today. No poo, borrow, Django, if only. Time to Sherlock and load. You see, that was great. I didn't really know what to be at with the stream title this evening, so I just, I don't know, what's funny? Ratios are funny, to be fair. So I did that. Watson, are you gonna go take a piss? No shit. Sherlock. Have you ever had someone, I suppose this would happen. This would happen in our house, because in our family house, we only had one bathroom in the house for all of us. So occasionally you would get asked, are you taking is that like a quick thing, or are you doing a poo in that? But you don't get asked that anymore. Once you grow up, no one really asks you if you're away to do a poo. And I think that's a shame. It's a shame though. Are you taking a shit? Are you taking a shit right now? Fantastic. Wisecrack, thank you. That's lovely stuff. Wisecrack, welcome in. Molly, welcome in. Hello, you lovely lot. Hello to you, Molly. I hope you're doing well. Molly, I really wanted to play that game that you recommended in the Discord. That was, God, what was it called? It was by the people who did Her Story and Telling Lies. However, I got a whisper. Oh, not a whisper, it was Seamus. On stream. Told me that apparently there's a lot of sex and stuff in it. So unfortunately not suitable for the stream. Maybe Moro's stream. If you're here, Moro. Oh yeah, come on, yeah. To be fair, I did think there was a chance that there was sex times in it, because Telling Lies was a wee bit raunchy as well. But I actually, thinking about that, I should actually play that myself. Sorry, had no idea, Molly. Not at all. Don't worry at all. It would have made for a good stream, to be fair. Oh, Danger Seas boob. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily TOS to show boob and that on the stream. I mean, in the game. But apparently, someone did get banned for it. But that's a friend of a friend. It's like, have you ever heard of anyone actually getting like a DMCA notice? I haven't seen a single person. It's not real. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anyone. B&M, thank you for the fart. I hope I said hello to you, B&M. Hello to you. Garlic pasta, baby, lovely. My brother's left me garlic breads from his Domino's order. Ooh, interesting. I always find that interesting, people who would get like a pizza and get garlic bread. You know? I personally, I don't really like garlic bread from restaurants and stuff because they don't do it as crisped out to fuck, as essentially overcooked as you would get it if you just put it in your own oven, you know? Adam, welcome in, has our deemed world famous film recommendation. Iron Brew was talking to them last night about the importance of people talking about politics on stream in a casual and non-casual manner. So I'm going to give you a recommendation. It's Bloody Sunday, starring James Nesbitt. Great film, if you haven't seen it, and tells a story. Haven't eaten in like 9 hours. 300 grams of pasta required. Jill, I was the same today. I actually didn't eat until dinner there. Don't know what it was. I wasn't starving myself on purpose or anything like that. I was just working today. I slept in till like 9:30, which is why you didn't really see me in Twitch chats this afternoon. I had to be on a heavy lurk while doing some work. Oh, this song always kicks in and makes me like, I feel like this is something we should be talking, you know, serious stuff over. Didn't really eat all of today, and then came down to it, made a fuckload of potatoes, man. What I thought would be 2 portions worth of potatoes, ate them all. It was lovely. So hope you enjoy it, John. I have not watched the film today, let them know no. Googled it, there's no path to take, but the sad one, yeah. Yeah, I think they're unfortunately telling the story. I imagine if you didn't meet up with her, she would be going out with Brad or something again. And it would just end with you typing, "What's your favourite film?" Which is, I'm sure, something we can all associate with or relate to, I should say. Actually, I watched the film early in the morning. That was before I slept. Oh yeah. And what was it? Sweet Seamus Whispers. Wants to save it for himself. I think so. Wisecrack. We'll save it for the YouTube or Glamesh stream, which will be happening soon. Molly, it's very good to see you. Played God of War, something Olympus. Yes, the first PSP GOW game. Just around the part with 2 naked people after you kill a boss, just left the room after the cutscene to go back to killing. They did that in the first God of War game as well, which at the time was probably thought of as very, oh shit, it's an adult game. And I think in that first God of War game, you jump back onto the bed and it does the sex thing, but it cuts away to the bedside table, and if you hammer X enough, the table starts to shake. It's very mature. It's very mature. Touch wood, Mormsey wood, wisecrack, exactly. People who like the garlic bread like charcoal are fools. It's doughy or a no-y. Sorry, I read that wrong there. I do like mine like charcoal, Alamo. But then I think once you over toast it, you do lose a bit of garlic. So it's important not to cook it to a crisp. But I'd rather have it that than I don't want to be able to squeeze it. You know? Golden brown or you're red. Okay. I do like a wee soft garlic bread, wisecrack, yeah. No coddle, no. Coddle propagandist suspiciously absent from this chat. I'll have none of that coddle chat in here tonight. That coddle chat was your fucking butter chat. It was running, it was rampant through the chat. It was upsetting me. There was a Coddle versus fucking Stovies debate in my Django stream last night. Working class Irish food versus working class Scottish food, and it was upsetting stuff. This is what they try to do, the elites. They try to pit us against each other with our kind of, you know, thrown together staple meals. And I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it. It was an Eric Romer film called Autumn Tale, one of my favy directors all about love and romance, and Sacre Bleu. Mon ami, that sounds good. Took me ages to beat the basilisk though. Took me a while to realise I should just jump over the flame breath. Ended up just grinding 3 enemies over and over to get the upgraded blades. Just did a spin attack. Killed it easy, nice. I've played 1, I think I finished 1, maybe finished 2. No, I didn't finish 2. Apologies for those noises there. I do like I like the God of War reboot, which is coming out, fuck, that's probably only like 2 months away. I do like those games. I like the mythology part of it. I'm generally not huge on like hack and slash action games. You know, I've played through like DMC 5, is it? And the DMC reboot thing. I do like those games, but games that rely on you too much to kind of like, oh, you can do these combos if you want, but we don't actually make you do them. You know, it's kind of like, they're there if you want to get a triple S rank, but you can get through the game by just hammering X. I feel like the game should incentivize you learning those kind of trickier combos and stuff more, you know? And some games I do think got better about that. I bought The Exorcist in CX. I might watch that later. How much did The Exorcist cost? I saw a bit of discourse in your Discord about trading things in the CX for like 1p and stuff. A $5, yeah. Is that a Blu-ray? Got a Casio data bank. Just need a new battery for it, maybe a few. What's a Casio data bank? I thought you were telling me that you got a new calculator there for a sec. Oh, is this a wristwatch? Oh, very fancy. Oh, very good. I don't rock a watch. I should get some nice wristbands. Do you remember when wristbands were a thing in school? Live Strong and all that good stuff. And I do like it as a fashion accessory. I should get myself. My wrists are bare, I'm afraid. Been thinking about wristbands recently, Wisecrack. You trying to sell some, mate? You trying to sell some, are you, Wisecrack? I know you saw. Blu-ray featuring 2 versions of the film behind the scenes. Great value for money. I won't be watching any of it. Did they still do DVD commentaries, Lalama? Because that was the best thing about DVDs, and I hear that they're not as common as they used to be. I think it's like a spreadsheet thing, but on a watch B&M, that's fucking cool though. Hello Danger and everyone, Jerv, welcome in. Good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. We're going to play. There's no music playing. We're going to play this. Excuse me for being very blown out. We're going to play this. I've actually taken Sherlock's place there. I wonder if you can put it into my mouth. Okay, we'll not do that. That's too prime for the Photoshop. Lurkers. But how are we all doing? I hope we're all doing well this evening. I hope we're all doing well. Very close to the weekend now. It's been quite a long week. Strangely, because we had Monday off. But fuck me, it dragged in. I've had no energy this week at all. Finished work yesterday, had dinner, and just, you know, you're just spending the night trying not to fall asleep instead of actually kind of doing something. So it is what it is sometimes though. They do when I buy torrent films. Sometimes the default audio track is the audio commentary, and it scares you, Lelmo, yes. I think they always put subtitles on by default, and you kind of have that panic for a sec of like, fuck, do I have to sit and watch this? Sherlock's home looks very cozy. It does, doesn't it? In that kind of autumnal way. Right, let's stop this music here. I've had enough of you. With Sherlock SK, welcome in, and interest in you. Whatchamacallit? Colour on your name. This game is exclusive full screen tonight, so unfortunately I might have to call upon the moderators to do things in the chat because it's complicated. This game's also very loud. We're on a 14 master volume, folks, and it still might be too loud. So let me know how it goes. What do you think he's smoking? Cocaine or morphine? That's one for the Sherlock fans out there. Does he like a wee bit of cocaine and morphine, does he? This seems a wee bit loud, doesn't it? Take it down to 12. Peggy 12. I'm honestly, I was thinking this and I was in the shower, how this is going to be a very similar thing to Poirot. And I'm hoping that some Sherlock fans kind of come out of the woodworks a wee bit. Just for me to say, I've never really watched it, to be honest with you. Right, we're gaming. We've got a controller plugged in. I pressed A. There we go. Perfect. Come on! Sherlock's in this. Fucking Sherlock's in this. Mrs. Hudson's in this. Why is this the opening to Resi 6? Very strange intro there. Very strange. Pasta's done, gel. Lovely stuff. This is just post-Brexit Poirot. Yeah. I'm hoping that it can match up to Poirot. Poirot had a lot of charm to it. Like, as much as that game was, you know, a bit uneven in terms of its difficulty with the puzzles and stuff, it was a very fucking charming game. Like, I really enjoyed playing that. It was 1800s. It was all available at all corner shops. They were like, Cornetto's B&M. Yeah, listen, if you've got it, you know. What I thought was strange, and possibly the first mystery of this game, is that the game's called Crimes and Punishments, rather than Crime and Punishment. I guess there's a plural on both of them. Oh shit! Yeah, it's weirdly kind of quiet.
Holmes, will you stop that?
That's so quiet. It sounds like the gunshots are super loud, but the sound effects are super high or something. Maybe they're just crunchier. We'll try and fix this, folks. Apologies for this. That's gonna be too loud. Shit. I'm in over my head, folks. Ambient volume, effects volume, it's at 15. We're doing live audio mixing, folks. Maybe that'll do it. Okay. We'll see how it goes. It feels like it's spiking loud, though. Right, get Sherlock shot dead here, fuck's sake. DJ.
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Yeah, I already don't like him. Ninth step avoided.
Ah, Lestrade.
You mean he
What
walked
is it
8
this
steps?
time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
Peter
A
Curry.
sailor, most probably.
Imagine living this prick. I hate him being him. I hate
Oh,
him.
Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're
Fuck, he
out of
thinks
your
he's
mind.
class.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey. Born
Peter
in
Curry sounds
1845
like...
and 50 years old.
Peter Curry sounds like the name that would be in a rhyme. Peter Curry, quite contrary, you know? Right, we're knocking this down a wee bit. While he's so mysterious and intriguing, Jill, I'm trying so hard not to outright and openly hate the character of Sherlock Holmes, but I'm not liking this character, like, that's all.
An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Perfect.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What
Merry
have they done
men.
this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
No bar,
I shall
mate.
go alone then.
Don't worry about it, boss. Listen, Watson, you just do fuck all anyway, mate. What do I pay you for? Inspect Woodman's Lee. Press tab, even though I'm on a fucking controller. Investigate the murder of Peter Curry. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe. Yes, now I'm into that. Fucking love a wee bit of dress up. I want to style out. I'd even go wearing this, if I could. Yeah, Sherlock seems like it's just one of those guys who just knows his class a wee bit too much.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Fantastic.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Fucking fuck up. I don't like the name of that title, SK. What, the Immeasurable Ratio? I'm sorry. If you want to DM me what I should call the next
My
stream,
archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
I'd be happy to do so. I want to fight this guy, Bare Knuckle Brawl. Pickering style gel. Sherlock Holmes. He does get on like someone who's never had a slap. You looking hit, son. Makeup table. Let's get a wee bit of makeup on the go. Hair and hat. Right, can we hide the face? Everything's locked by the looks of it. Oh, we've got a hat. Good dude. Right, let's rock this hat. Glasses. Glasses are locked. I don't know why they're locked. Facial hair locked. Hola, Kristen. Hello to you. Welcome in. I need to buy a hat in real life, Brett. We talked about this, What? Shit. I'm on the table. Oh. So much for depth perception. Thank you, Kristen. You welcome in. I want Sherlock to recreate the Aberdeen piss diver against his will. Recreate the Aberdeen piss diver. B&M, you're exposing me for not knowing what the Aberdeen piss diver is. Is it someone who pisses on people or something? Need to buy a hat. Yes, VB, yeah. What sort of hat? Like a cap? Like a nice hat that goes around your ears and stuff? Because there's a lot of potential hats out there. Never seen the Aberdeen piss diver? It's on YouTube, yeah. What is it? What is it though? I'm quite liking the light suit with the top hat, just because they kind of don't go together at all. Something old looking, a flat cap maybe, VB, that could be good. Morning gown, oh, that's lovely. Alright, we'll go for the... thinking the light suit. It just doesn't fit, and I like it that way. It's hard to describe, okay. If it's not overly naughty, feel free to chuck it in the Discord.
This is where I keep my post.
Fantastic.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
This is how I walk around my house. Just describing things to myself. Study of Cigar and Cigarette Ash by Sherlock Holmes. Book's shite, mate. Your book's fucking shite.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Does anyone know, like, the history of Sherlock Holmes? Like, who's his ma?
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Yeah, Baker Street, Woodman's Lee. I think we're going to Woodman's Lee. Is this an open world game? However, this is what I use when I spill cereal all over the shop. When he shoots his fucking box of cereal. Rick, welcome in. Mrs. Holmes, yeah, we want to see Mrs. Holmes. Sherlock's mum was Mary Curie, Bruce, is true. See, I would tend to believe you. Jane Detective, Assad, very fucking good to see you. I hope you're doing well, dude.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
We're playing Sherlock Holmes and he's got nothing on Poirot, but we're going to have to just get over it. Join the Strad at this place. So I've played this game before, I think, on Xbox years ago when it went on to Game Pass. And I think I got as far as this bit and maybe got distracted and turned it off forever. Joey, welcome in. I'm sorry, Sherlock, you just don't have the charm of Poirot. Joey, you read my mind there. Poirot is effortless. Sherlock is a bit of a try-hard cunt. I've got some footprints.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Game's quite quiet now as well, in some aspects.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Okay, I've got footprints in the garden. The policeman looks like they have a crumpled coat coffin.
Mr. Holmes?
It's the first sign of any criminal. You right, boss? Right, we can activate our Witcher vision. You know what? I actually kind of hate, ever since this detective vision came into games, and I think, I could be wrong what the first game was to do this, I feel like Arkham Asylum was maybe the first game to do this. Every game that does this is trash. Every fucking game does it. Like detective vision, it was in The Witcher, it's in Assassin's Creed. Any fucking like action adventure, third person sort of thing has this in it. Well, I don't want to call it a failure of, you know, game design or anything, but it's a bit, press X for video game mode, it's a bit fucking, you know, a bit shite in it. Embrew, how are you doing? Wouldn't stick the piss diver in general, it's your responsibility now being them, thank you. Been stupid busy with work, hope you're doing well, but I'm doing well, it's good to see you. I think Momsy was saying that he saw you living life well on Instagram or something. But it's always good to see you. I would love to see a cheeky wee stream, Assad. Yeah, I suppose we should go have a look at speak to the policeman. I'm grand, I tuned in and I was going to make a joke. Went to the shops and now I forgot. How's folks? I'm doing well, bro. I'm doing well. Slept in a wee bit today. Been busy working. I started watching today the show that Seamus recommended called Blackbird. Seems very fucking good. I think it's on Apple TV. with Ray Liotta and a dude who looks like a grown-up version of Spider-Man. All the actors are in it.
Inspector Lestrade, when
It's
will
very
you
good,
move
though.
my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
No sweat,
My
boss.
condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
I honestly was about to say, fucking who's that? Not the Michael Flatley film. It's it's Black Spacebird, which I came up with the issue with because I was trying to search for it and this film was coming up. Well, it's two separate words. Proper Fable voice acting there, yeah. I'm hoping this game has a bit of sauce. It doesn't seem to have any sauce at the minute. Is there a gardener, mate?
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around
It's a
10
shame.
o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and...
He was fucking dead, ha ha ha. And go home and do some opium. Chicken chaser, Sherlock's a chicken chaser, yes. Speaking of sauce, I had a chicken stir fry for din dins, totally, yeah. And see if you're having a stir fry, right? Is it just like stir fry veg and a bit of chicken, or do you have like noodles in there and stuff? You know? I'll be eating a frozen pizza in 10 minutes. Yes, it's in the oven. What oven pizza do you have, bro? I got myself two of those big Pizza Express ultra thin big ones. I'm reduced in Tesco yesterday. Had the ham and mushroom one. Lovely. Lovely. They have Mark Strong vibes from the Sherlock face. I don't recall who that is.
Can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream, but I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
I know, Sweat. I heard a fatal scream and just thought nothing of it. Actually, sorry, it's preheating. Got ahead of myself there. I'm going to be honest, folks. I don't really preheat the oven. And I know it depends. It just depends what sort of oven you have. Or how good it is. But I'll turn the oven on when I come into the kitchen. And then it better if I can preheat it by the time I basically put the thing in. And it seems to work out okay. I put it in for 210. 10 minutes. Grand. I normally have noodles. I didn't have any. Just the veg. Sometimes I have rice too. But I wasn't all that hungry. Fair enough. I should do that more, total, where, you know, if I like haven't been that hungry, I'll kind of, you know, eat loads just for the sake of it, even if I'm not that hungry. Just to kind of, you know.
Can you please tell
Get it
me
in.
what occurred on the evening of the murder?
You don't need to preheat it when you enjoy cremating your food. Well, I'm a perfect cook. I'm a chef.
Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Sorry, why don't you preheat it? It just heats up fast. It just heats up fast. I used to stay somewhere with the oven where you'd need to preheat it to fuck for ages because the oven was fucking useless. But this one, I don't really have an issue with. It's a pepperoni one from Name Brand Shop. Sainsbury's, lovely. With a pepperoni pizza, I like to put some jalapenos on there. And a fuckload of either Frank's hot sauce, if you've got it, or some Cholula. All over it. A gambler at heart at it. Mine takes about, 20 minutes. If it was 20 minutes, I wouldn't be, Right, let's inspect her face here. Not really much to look at. Cameo. Cameo? Is that what you call that? Catholic rosary. She's a Catholic. Gardening gloves. Xbox 360 launch title cameo. She's lying, Rick. No emotion in her face. That's true. Birdhouse. Well, you read it. I think we're done inspecting. I can vouch for Danger's culinary skills, Kristen. Thank you. You have to start a fire under my oven to actually get hot. That's why I only use the air fryer. Yes, the air fryer TM.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here. He was retired.
Ian. Oh. Ian, thank you very much. I feel like you only subbed like last week. Thank you very much. A lovely, lovely person.
I can't think of anyone more deserving of this sub. If you do know anyone, though, let me know, please. Thanks.
I will do, Ian. I will do. I'm sure there are. I hope you're doing well, Ian. We're playing some Sherlock. If you had dinner this evening, Ian, let us know what it is. If it's a pizza, it's fine, I guess. I would otherwise don't know why you wouldn't preheat. I preheat when I'm like prepping, so I guess I do preheat, but I don't. If I was going into the kitchen to kind of put something in the oven quickly, like a pizza or like 2 sausages or something, and yes, I do 2 sausages in the oven instead of the frying pan. So you're a liar? No, I just wouldn't I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to go down and preheat and then leave it for 10 minutes. But love and respect to people who do need to. But that's not me, I'm afraid. Here I say I done it, and you won't catch me, Rick. One and done. One conversation on the crime scene. Yeah, there's something we've missed. Something we've missed here. Yeah, how would you do? Can you do a pizza in the air fryer? Or is it too kind of... Will the pizza be too big for that? Well... Crested tit? Christ. I'm very confused by this, folks. I'm eating dinner right now, babes. Filled pasta in Tommy sauce with a bit of cheesy garlic bread. Oh, lovely.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
Prickly.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
How do we know about Plymouth? Pilgrimage?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young.
Which is
That
famously
night
in Plymouth.
from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth.
Well, that's
I believe
guesswork.
that you met Peter Carey as a young
Plymouth is a
sailor
major town in the UK.
and you married him.
Most people
soon
know it's there.
That is indeed
What?
what happened, Mr.
The
Holmes.
place?
Extraordinary.
I'm scared. You're scaring me, Ian.
Thank
How am
you,
I supposed to know about fucking Plymouth? Like, come off it.
Who could do such a thing? My poor...
I honestly have no idea. Why is this gone sound so aggro? I have no idea. Did we succeed there at the thing? Well played, Sherlock Holmes, Rick. Thank you so much.
Mr. Holmes?
We're smashing it. Slice by slice, I suppose. I do use the big oven for that. And to cook a whole chicken, fair. I'm sure you probably could get an air fryer big enough. I know you've wanted to upgrade your air fryer for a bit total.
Who could do such a thing? My poor...
Hey gangrene, welcome in. How you doing this evening? Have you had dins? How's the form and all those things? Oh, there's a first person mode. That's pretty sweet. Yes, we can run as well. Come on.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Sherlock 100% pronounces chorizo like a cunt. Chorizo. Spag bowl ingested. It's been too long since I had a wee spag bowl.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Because I was quite underwhelmed with the last spag ball I made, to be honest with you. And not like, it wasn't shite or anything, I just knew it could have been better. With the chorizo, yeah. Evidence required, so we don't have... We're missing something for this, I think. Okay, we can activate... I think this is bullet time. Lol, this is called Crimes and Punishments, like a sequel to the Dostoevsky. Absolutely agree. I think that's what they're going for, and we all had a wee chuckle to ourselves about it. We're like, that's classic Dostoevsky there. Is there like, do we have an objective or something? Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene. Okay, we need to keep inspecting. Yeah. You do want to stick a wee L in there though, don't you? You really do. Just to keep yourself safe.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Okay. Do we ask the lady if her husband had big feet? Do we talk to this guy? Because we haven't actually seen the body yet.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin.
There we go.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Andrew, you best not be taking the piss out of me. That'd be the last sub you ever see it and ever eat. I'm so sorry.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
I wonder if it's it feels a bit disrespectful to wear a hat to a crime scene. I feel like you're not meant to wear a hat in church. Might be different per religion and that. Let me have a look at this thing. Door lock. Scratches. Literally everyone there is wearing a hat, and I'm disgusted by it.
Fresh.
Wonder if hats on the shitter is uncouth. Probably.
You're right.
Not recommended.
Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
But might actually be
Our
better for
mysterious
like
visitor
posture
came here last
during
night.
poos and that.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
I'm gonna whack the voice up a wee bit. Usher Paella. What song is that referencing, Lana? Are there dead bodies lying about? There's dead body in here, but it's locked and there's scratches on the locked door. Usher, yeah, okay. Alex, hello.
Terrible way to die.
Alex, good evening to you. Very fucking good to see you. I hope you're keeping well. Hope the new home is treating you well. Everyone wore hats in the olden days, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind kind of having like a hat era. But I wouldn't know where to start. I need to find a shop that does hats for big heads. Hatsforbigheads.com. Fucking swipe this tobacco pouch, no sweat. Rotate the object in any direction to examine it thoroughly. That says PG there. Or PE.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Of course, PE. I should never read anything out in anything I think is written.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Doing alright, just had the wildest time at the shops. I would love for you to stream in a bowler hat. Or a good trilby. I've told the story before about the guy in my school who, when we turned like 16, started wearing a trilby. Just to kind of like, I'm going to be a guy who wears trilbies now. and he got called Trilby cunt. And not just right, you know, he should be allowed to express himself, but it was just a healthy bit of banter. You know. What happened at the shops, Alex? With Trilby cunt, I think danger suits a pork pie. Is that a type of hat? Or should I just always kind of have like a wee pork pie beside me? Okay, I think, is that not us? Job done? Oh, I can move this? Oh no, that's horrible. Oh Christ, folks, we're in over our heads here. Smoking pipe. Let's try it from this direction, shall we? Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's not right at all. I can't believe this game is doing this to me. Oh. Oh. Right, that's matched up there for sure. Now what's the crack with the rest of this? Oh. Oh. What is this smoking pipe meant to move? Fruit. Oh, okay, it has lines on it as well. Where should I put this then? Shit the bed. We'll move that wide. I'll move this up. Oh shit!
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
I'm missing the what Poirot did. What did it say? Like thinking or whatever. Come on. Balance a pork pie on your head, Ian. Yeah, I'd be too tempted to eat it. So I'm gonna have to scroll up here. Way to wash my hair for the Mara. Enjoy, Kristen. Enjoy. Not many people realise that this is the origin of the phrase tip top. Really glad I wasn't the only one envisioning Sherlock shitting in his top hat. Yeah. Really had to be there. But it was wildly what happened. Heisenberg job. Oh, okay. I don't know. Because I have quite a big head, I always feel like something that makes it bigger. Or like a longer, you know, making my head longer would not be a good thing to do. You know what I realised I still have? I wonder if it's still... I was cleaning out my drawers the other day. And I still have my wig. My Squid Game / Ray wig from last Halloween. Realised earlier that whilst daydreaming on the bus that despite my protest I don't have Scouse in my accent, I definitely say Laura. Just like Cilla Black, let her know, yeah. Oh, have people been saying you do sound Scouse, let them know? Sabotage the delivery truck with supplies just so you have something to eat. Speak about in this chat. Had garlic bread with my spaghetti too. Gangrene, how do you like your garlic bread? Too soon, the garlic bread wound is still deep. Now let us get our brain cells to work. My first ever stream, I was immediately asked, are you from the Mersey? People want to know this stuff. Poor Seamus.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Has to announce that he's not actually a Scouser. I think he should just fucking say he's a Scouser.
Rum, a sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Peter Curry got killed to death here. No way. It's still sitting here somewhere. I should get it out one day. It's buried underneath. I have a drawer here which is just HelloFresh recipes that I should throw in. On my first ever stream, no one ever said anything because no one was there yet. I wonder what the first person... I would love to know that. Who's the first person who ever came to my chat like a stranger? Funny enough, I think Momsy was one of the first people who came in. But like, you know, just a random stranger who never kind of came back. I'd love to know. Love to know. I did about 3 Rocket League streams and I don't think anyone ever came in. My first chatter put like an assy drawing of a penis in my chat. Never forget that. That's amazing. That's amazing. I do remember, I don't know how long we were into it. Alex, my first memory of your stream was GeoGuessr. And there was some person in who was trying to get you to, like, you know, look at the sky because they knew it was like Belgium or something. He died. Now he's dead. He has truly died to death. Lower, applying the data. Speaking of Seamus, he's got a snooker cue poking out of him. So sad.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
No, I think you can be fully dressed and still be caught by surprise, Sherlock, mate. That's a big... I can stab him a couple times, see if there's still any blood in him.
This wooden handle is plain and solid.
Yeah, I agree.
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Is the pronoun add-on dead again? Mine isn't working. You know, I never got mine to actually work in OBS. I would love to get that working. Because I do miss it when I'm not in, like, not seeing the chat. I think there is a way to do it in Streamlabs, but I never got it working in OBS.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
JHN?
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
JHN. It's John Watson. There we go. Not my finest acting there, but fuck it. You can get it to work in OBS with Django? Yeah. I just missed the O, basically, yeah. Yeah, I think we're all good. John hates Newcastle FC. It all adds up. Yeah, I think I can close this, hopefully. Okay, pierced chest.
Fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
Oh.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Strong beard at the very least. So, folks, this is probably not the best time while we're just, you know, examining this poor man's body. This bit is it reminded me of Return to the Obadrin, a game you definitely promised it. I never promised to stream that. I think I've been adamant about me never playing that.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Okay, are we job done? Peter Carey was born in 1845. He was 50. Perfect. Daring, successful seal and whale hunter. Commanded the whaler Sea Unicorn. Perfect. Of Dundee. For many successful expeditions. Retired. He did all that stuff. Perfect. Judith, load of shite. Okay. Is that us job done? Wish the game was a wee bit clearer about, like, you know, when you've done the thing. So we've inspected this. Oh.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Peter Carey. Peter Carey, mate. It's a name that makes me wanna... It makes you wanna try and think of a shit joke, but they're not even there, really. Okay, are we done? Hopefully we're done with that. But the way they set that down irritates me. I'm hoping this is like LA Noire and you can just fuck up an investigation and they'll just tell you it's shite. But you did it anyway.
Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
Nothing interesting, you said it, mate. Few bottles of gin.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
There's a guy on TikTok who you've probably seen, who the whole niche is just like heating up glass bottles, cutting them in half, and then like sanding them down to use them as glasses. And I think that's cool. I like that.
The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
I wouldn't be into murders and that. but to harpoon someone, I imagine, would be quite a satisfying act.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
The wild thing that happened at the store was I stabbed a strong-looking 50-year-old with a spear. He stunk as well. Loads of flies. Fantastic. I think I missed Adam. Adam said, judging by the flies, he was killed before he had his evening shower. Fantastic. Name of the murderers in that scene, it says it on the wall. A unicorn. Fantastic. Once you're done with the evidence, just drop it back into the pool of blood. There's no such thing as, like, fingerprints, anything like that. It's all just vibes, you know? Don't think I solved any of the cases properly when I played Noir. Fucked up everyone, yeah. As out of protest. Our good friend Majango here has been playing it on stream.
For the years 1878 to 1884, Peter Carey was her captain.
And at the time, that was a very interesting game the technology of the facial scan and stuff was very cool. I think it did age very quickly. And yeah, out of protest, yeah. I'd be interested to see Majango's thoughts, but that game falls off a cliff.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
I'm inspecting the hell out of this shelf. The golden era of detective work. Just vibes, gel, yeah. There's too much... Oh shit. Too much red tape these days. Human rights and that. Dundee up to this big whale.
Hammerfest.
Wrote a 3-star review for that game when I was like 16. I've always been a hater, always believed in the full 5-star rating system.
Dundee.
I respect that.
It's a whaling map.
Perfect, Sherlock. Perfect, mate. We done here? I think we're done here.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Fucking hope so.
Mr. Holmes?
Fucking hope so, mate. Some of the evidence can be used in the investigation will be marked with specific icons. Okay, perfect. Tobacco pouch dialogue. Boots find a use. Yes. We can use that outside and see if they match up. Then do we have objectives? We do. So investigate the murder. Okay, so have we not finished this room yet?
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
There we go. I think that should be job done, is it? See if it says the blood, pool of blood. Haven't finished looking at this fucking notebook, man. Why is it just letting me open the notebook now? I swear it didn't let me do that before. I swear to God.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
It means their names, mate. That map looks like a fucking QR code. I wrote a 3-star review for you when I was 16. That would be haunting if people could do that sort of thing.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the
I've seen, I think, was it Poetry and Mosen had like a suggestion box on their about section of their Twitch, or you know, a kind of anonymous, you can put in whatever you want into this, and I'm sure it was just used for like, you know, you're a piece of shit. Find a pair of related clues and they will form a deduction. No gardener. Pinned to the wall. Notebook. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. I remember that. Yeah, it's probably still there. Okay, let's go match up these shoes to the finger or the footprints. I was trying to work out how old that would make Lelima. Couldn't do it. When you were 16, God, that is some hard work to be fair. Get the boots in there. Perfect fit.
Boots don't match the footprints.
I don't know. Don't know how old Ian is. To be honest, I don't either. Evidence acquired. shit. Body was impaled to the wall with a harpoon through the chest like a butterfly. A leather notebook. Dropped into the pool of blood after the murder. Took care of the garden himself. Does not sound feasible. She might be hiding something. Several unsuccessful attempts were made to break in according to the scratches. What? Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming introductions from the combination of clues. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated. This game's very confusing,
Someone
folks.
was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
I was 17 years ago, so assuming that I was born right after I rated them 3 stars, they were 17 or younger. Honestly, even just you writing that as a joke has confused me even further. Ian doesn't have an age, that's it. We're all the same age. We're all the same height, sitting in the chair, and the same age and that. All that good stuff. What's next on the list today? Always remember to show you're working out to remember that. Did anyone here like fucking smash maths in school? Like, was anyone class at maths? I got a C. I think I should have got a B in it, but I got a C. Just fucked it. I didn't get a young person's bus ticket today, however. That's fascinating that you can still do that. I'm Indian, so what do you think, Sherlock? Perhaps I'll give in. I wouldn't want to generalise. You know? I feel like that would be a harmful thing to do. But knowing your intelligence and character, I'm sure you smashed it. Currently working on Mormsey Sim. It's a hit platformer. Coming soon, Gel. I saw this. I was recognised as the adult I am. Cost me 70p for a bus. Fuck me, you're living the life over there. I think a bus ticket. Anyone could correct me if anyone is here in Belfast or from Belfast. I feel like, you know, there's a minimum price. You could probably get a day pass for like 50p more. But you're gonna... Oh, 70p more. It's £2.50. Okay then, yeah. That's much the same then. Ask, make an ambush. Some of the facts may be interpreted differently. You can always change the picture of a crime by choosing two between mutually badoo. Into the wall. No gardener. Okay, we need to work out more stuff then. It's 2.50. It's okay. I read that like a calculator would. Or like probably most people would. Sorry I wasn't that good at maths, just wanted to call you Sherlock sarcastically. Brad's, that's perfectly fine.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
Your worst subject total?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do
Would
you
they,
propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Come on. I don't think I was classed at any subject in school. Me neither, Alex. I did journalism for GCSE, which was like the first year that the journalism GCSE was ever brought in, and it was, because it was the first year of it, it was fucking a piece of piss, and we all just got A's, no sweat. Sorry, wasn't that good at math? Oh, sorry, fucking smashed it, got sent home for breaking the desks. I'm imagining you, bro, looking at essentially the way you do now, but, you know, just a smaller version of you, punching the desk. In school I was bad at maths. Later in life I got okay in it. Yeah, I don't feel like I was ever like bad at maths. You know, I've got the basics down, which is important, but don't be coming at me with equations and shit, because I didn't kind of retain that stuff. I have my own table in maths to keep me apart from everyone. I made a point to visit all the other tables, say hello to everyone at the start of the class, ask them how they're doing, work their room, etc. And yeah, I was in the troubled class for maths and for most of the classes in GCSE. And it was a great time, but also, is it really such a good idea to kind of put everyone who talks shit and has a bit of crack in the same class? Because it's just an extreme version of that, you know? Oh shit, ass hat. Ooh. Ass hat, thank you so much for the sub, dude. It's fucking lovely to see you.
Hello
I really
with
appreciate
danger.
that.
I wish you good fortune. Tell Wise Crayak to stop shitting in the yard. All the best, asshat.
All the best. I will, asshat. You can't be stopped though. Wisecrack, feel free to defend yourself, but don't really know what there is to say, mate. Asshat, that's very fucking kind of you. I enjoy you swatting at the camera like a cat. Bro, I've been doing it for 1.5 years. At this point, it's never gonna stop. I don't know how you all do it. How you get like a sub or something and just kind of don't move your arms or something. I need to be doing something. Free period for, yeah. What was your favourite subject total? God, I actually don't know to think about it. I quite like business studies because that to me just felt like fucking common sense. You know? I hated most of my subjects because I didn't like school very much. I suggest a big earwank. There is a clip or two where that looks like it's happening. But trust me, it's not. We don't have your tune playing? Yeah, I've got a really drawn out tune. That is very true. I think they put all the naughty boys and girls away from everyone who actually has a chance to pass. The scrap heap class, yeah. I remember complaining. There was a thing where basically you could get a GCSE and you could get, you know, A to C or worse than that. Or they could stick you on like a lower rung GCSE test that would maybe get max you could get was a C. And I remember my history teacher that did that for me. And I went up to him after the end of class and I was like, listen, I think you should have faith. You know, I can do better than that. And then by the time it came around, thank fuck, I got put onto that one because I scraped the fuck out of a C in that. School wasn't no fun, couldn't bring my own gun. Please. Don't put words in my mouth. Dangerous favourite subject at school was being really good at Twitch, chatting and whatnot. Playing Sherlock, yeah. I think I just knew. In like 13, 14 years, I'd be on to something. I had a lower test paper for pretty much every subject. I honestly wish I was the same, Alex, because I get geography, I got an E. Physics, I got a D, I think. Wait, I should have got worse than that. But I got full marks in the coursework because I copied my mate's coursework. I got a U in RE, in religious studies. Or religious education. A fucking U, like. I don't even know what I wrote on that fucking exam. I did only Nat 4s, which is the level below GCSEs here. School sucked, Jill, I remember you saying. What's a U? It's like unmarkable or something. Fucking don't know, mate. What's up with you? Ha 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 ha. Nothing but a U with you, yeah. I did A-level maths, got the second year, just gave up all subjects, had a good enough reputation with teachers. They were like, fair enough. You know what it is? Haribo, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. I think once you get the A-levels, once you get past GCSE, from what I can tell, teachers start to treat you with respect. I never got that.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Thank you, madam.
Perfect. A U is spoiling my ballot paper, but for year 11s, absolutely.
My poor husband.
Oh God. Folks, I'm lost.
Holmes?
Have I not done the thing yet? Job done. Fucking job done. I don't know why this game is now treating me Organise an ambush with Lestrade. Famous intruder. Who's Lestrade? Are you Lestrade? The U is a shape, yeah. You can't grade what is above an A star, this is true. Thought the U was ungraded. So bad it couldn't be, yeah. Something like that.
We need to find a good place for an ambush.
Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, we need to find a good place for an ambush.
Good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window. Perfect.
Curry's cabin? This is Peter Curry's cabin. Can someone time out? The Django, please? Not at all. The Django's a VIP in this place.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Here we fucking go. You need to find a good place for an ambulance on each ship. Yes, man. So I honestly don't. I did. In religious studies, you had to do coursework and an exam. I did the coursework, and I think I did all right. So I have no idea what. I should have got them to like remark it or something. Perfect hiding place behind the window. Yeah, the blinds are only like half
Did you
drawn.
hear that?
To be fair, I knew fuck all in religious studies. You know, you're just like interchangeably would just guess like Nazareth, Bethlehem, all that shit.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police!
You're gonna what?
Hold it right there.
Stop! Don't kill him. Fucking get him shot.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine
Why?
that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here, waiting for you.
I mean, Sherlock,
What is
this
your
wee kid
name?
hardly fucking put
Oh,
a
Hopley Nelligan, but I
harpoon through that cunt.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but I yes, it's just that I couldn't.
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not. It's a terrible mistake.
Enough.
Fuck up.
You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Are you seriously
You are
taking
welcome,
this
Inspector.
guy seriously as the
But
killer?
please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
He's just a wee guy. Last guy that didn't stop now pointed a gun at them, got a big old spear stabbed through them. Has to be done. We should all feel that satisfaction of harpooning the cunt. It's unfortunate that all my interest in learning about religion came about 10 years after I left school. I feel that same way about everything in school, Lelima. I had no fucking interest. You're not going to teach me shit I don't want to learn. It was what it was. We watched Gandhi and Ari, and when he appears with all his followers, my friend shouted 112 to all crew, a local gang who had supposedly had 112 members and got chucked out the class. Fucking incredible stuff. Sure glad you got to walk in there, bro. The gameplay is incredible in this.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
So it looked like that character was like going on with that face texture. Honestly, I don't know. It might just be my eyesight. Looked like he had a face full of talcum powder. Big agree, Lellen, with my interest in learning anything didn't come until I left school. Yeah, Alex, years and years passed. I always just felt like I was a wee bit behind in terms of maturity and stuff. I scraped through school, alright, scraped through college, and then I got to university the last year, and I just wasn't fucking ready for it. And then, like, I think I'm ready for it now, fully, like, a long time after leaving. But it's not an uncommon experience for people to, you know, go back to uni years and years after the fact. Because you don't appreciate the kind of, you know, how necessary or it is these days, but the opportunity you have, you know. Everything seems so sinister, everything's so on edge, like it could kick off any second in this, Rick.
Locked.
We're in school. These black and blue, these Victorian police have been kicking fuck out of him. Scum. You're forced to learn things you're not interested in. In school, Haribo, yeah. But it's also merely the kind of, someone trying to teach you it makes you not want to learn it. Like, I do have that kind of, there's a name for it, you know, like, if someone tells me to do something, I'll just never do it, but if you ask me nicely, I'll happily do it for you. And school was just one big thing of that. Being a cunt, pretty much. Yeah, very exactly. You know it.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Taking a break from uni helped me so much, going back with a positive mindset. Was a game changer? Yeah, I wish I had given myself the window to do the same, whereas I just kind of used up the student finance.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
But I hope it doesn't mind. My older brother did that, has gone back to uni years and years after kind of dropping out the first time, and has absolutely smashed it, like done amazingly well at it.
A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
Are these not just this is our evidence? Right, from R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883. Strange name that. Strange name that, come on.
And partner, 1883.
Am I supposed to look at each part of this? Right, we'll start from the start then.
From R. Dawson.
From R. Dawson to my wee angel.
To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Spent my first 2 years of student finance on stuff I'd never need. Getting it after the break. I just saved it, yeah. I remember getting a bursary in uni and fucking like a week later just it being gone. Not that I would spend it on books or anything anyway, but you know. It was a great time though. It was a great time. And sure, if you went back and did different, you know, things could be worse. It's a classic tale. To be fair, if you had a time machine, the last thing you would do is like go back to uni and be like, I'm gonna focus on uni now. It's your fault, the country's fault.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Hardly anyone bought books in uni. Shared PDFs around, yeah. Right, can I not just... JHN? Is there a JHN here? There's not. Take the knife to it.
These
Okay, I need to find something. Yeah, if I went back to uni, I honestly wouldn't even know like what I would want to do. So I think that's a good sign that I shouldn't go to uni. Maybe one day. Pass the PDF, bro. Puff PDF. Pass, you know. Fantastic stuff tonight. Fantastic stuff. Wall-to-wall hits. Right. I'd sooner learn plastering and make a fortune with Django, yeah. Let's do it. I'm with you. Wake up. Wake up, mate. Is there really this room where you can't do anything in it? We can activate detective vision here. Mortuary assistant all over again. Wonder if I should go back to that one day. I was watching a bit of Ghost Guy play it, who's done it like 50 times. Guys, do you know where I can find some evidence,
Mr.
please?
Holmes?
What am I even doing here?
At your service, Mr.
Where am I? Did you play that? Looks good. I did play it. I played through it twice, got 2 endings, and really enjoyed it. There's like 5 endings to get. Watched the French playthrough on YouTube. No idea what's happening. That sounds fucking good though. Yeah, I liked it.
These are the suspect's belongings.
I think there's maybe a bit of... Let's go into the menu here and see if I can deduce something. Okay. Evidence, dialogue, rings engraving, heavy gold ring from R. Dawson to my friend and partner, sharp knife dialogue. Okay. So am I meant to be kind of like jumping from place to place and stuff? Have you tried talking to the guy? Is there a room open that I can do that in? Have I not gone through here? I'm such a fucking idiot.
Mr. Holmes?
Such a fucking idiot. Thank you, Rick. Have you got Devil's Daughter or whatever it's called? Had for PS4? I think that's the one that my Django was playing. And it actually looks very fucking funny.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
God, he's such a whiny cunt. It has always belonged to you. Don't think so, mate. I can tell from your tobacco pouch. Or your ring's engraving.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Times were different. With Labour Stain. Yeah, I don't know. I reckon I could be classed as something like that. I always, I worked in a warehouse for a week, which I've said multiple times before, 5 days. And I quite enjoyed the work. Hello, Panda, good evening. What a lying little shit. Just a moany bastard. And Panda, hope you're doing well. Good evening to you. Slap him? I would love to slap him about.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
Shut
But
up.
I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
I hate everyone in this game. Put his hand under the leg of the table and to jump on it. Accuse him of having this shiny wee tash. He does have a wee tash like that. I never really went through a period of time where I tried to grow up, you know. I don't know. I feel like I used to keep myself freshly shaved up until I was like 21, 22, and then kind of just grew it out once. And that was me. But I didn't have any awkward kind of 15-year-old, you know, like puby face. Shabby cap. Criminal. Criminal cap. Patch. Criminal. Expensive fabric with a patch. Very, very suspect. Short sleeves. I mean, I just think that's not a particularly well-tailored outfit. Crumpled brew, yeah. Played these games years ago, and one of them Sherlock says hobnail boots, size 9, really weirdly. It's been an in-joke between my sister and I for years. Panda, yes. Whenever anyone talks about Sherlock, say it to each other and laugh, yes. I do miss those kind of, you know, the silly wee things you would do. Those silly wee in-jokes that are so butchered years after the fact. I suppose you still get them a wee bit. Thin the neck. Absolutely roasting this kid. fucking thin neck. What can we deduce from his thin neck? Okay, we're missing one thing. Well, not seeing anything. He's got the eyes of a killer, goddammit. Patch? Okay, it's going to be in this order, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't want to zoom in on the fucking crotch, man. Elaborate buttons.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
This is like the film he's like. Ring is mine. Father's jacket profile. But the ring's engraved. Did we not just already do this? I fucked it. Select the correct answer. Okay,
so,
game.
Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, I didn't choose Wildcat Garden. I chose something else that was going to be wrong.
Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
Thin neck that I could easily slap.
Mine.
Just a moment, Brie. Just a moment. When I lived at home, we'd play games or watch each other play games. Old school siblings panda, yes. That's actually one of the first times I ever streamed on Twitch. Was I streamed Resident Evil 7 to Wisecrack. Just sent him the link and just streamed me playing a wee bit of that game. Not with any intention of anyone else seeing it, but like me and him together. It's good crack. I miss my sister. I've not been able to hug her since March 2020. Only seen her outside, Panda. I'm very sorry. Hope we get a chance to soon. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I think our good friend Zoe was saying that you can get a fucking booster. Can we get boosters? COVID boosters. Where's the boosters at? I might, first, second, or third, or booster dose, get me a fucking booster. I've had 3. Only over 50s and NHS staff, ATM, top man, thank you. I'm hoping for it soon. Well kept garden, Ian. It's code. You've got X-ray vision. Danger, would you accept universal basic income? If it meant that you have to attend a class every week where you and other people from different demographics have to eventually build a 50-year plan for a new society economy? Yeah. Sure. I'll do whatever it takes. If it's better than working 40 hours a week in a shit job, man. We're trying everything until this gets... Thank you, Brew. That's okay. I thought that.
So, Mr. Nelligan,
am I in?
Who is the true owner of the ring?
Am I in?
The ring is mine.
Fuck up. Well, what about this?
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
You'll be activated soon. Where is it that's done? Is it Scotland or Wales that have done a wee bit of universal basic income kind of testing?
To be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else.
Wales, I thought, yeah.
Your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish.
Of course.
Your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
Did you say something political?
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Love people. I love people.
Well,
I feel like if you say something political, it's going to make me say it. Like,
let me go. I'm innocent.
They were trying it in parts of Scotland as well. Boo down with people. I just love people, man. I just love people. I can get a booster now as I'm registered as a carer for your husband. They've not offered you one, or him for that matter, Panda. Probably worth, I'm sure you probably are, checking up on it and stuff. Because I think when it's that early stage, I know with my partner Kristen, who's diabetic, like, you know, when they're not going kind of nationwide full testing, you know, or vaccine centres, that you have to just get it really locally in like a fucking chemist or doctor's office or something like that. So it's really down to more how they're rolling it out locally. That's a good thing to say politically. Sums me up to each other. Yeah, just love
What am I
people.
doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
We can register as your partner's carer too. You can get your booster. Don't have to be a paid carer. Well, we did that, or I think my brother did that with my mum whenever it was first rolling out. Zoe, welcome in. Hello, Danger, and the Dangerous. That's the Danger viewers. We were just talking about you, because I think you said on Tuesday that you can get a booster, which I think I actually missed at the time.
Mr. Holmes?
But I hope you're doing well. Right, can we get talking to this guy? Who's this guy? What's his story? In England, okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward. Get me fucking boosted up. Nelligan's notebook. A notebook with a bloodstain on its cover. It belongs to Nelligan. Swift actions. Was armed with a knife. Did not have time to use it. Breaking attempts. No gardener. There's nothing here to use. There's no deductions to make, surely. What if I hit everything? Breaking attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Okay, sure. That's a deduction to make there. Okay, get rid of that. You can just fucking put things together. No sweat. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill a fully piercing the body. Live tests, folks. Where's Watson? The hospitalizations have gone up 20% in 1 week. Definitely need to offer people a booster. I wish they'd offer everyone one. Yeah. See, that's so wild that we're just fully out of the way of kind of hearing about that sort of stuff. You'd occasionally see it in like a tweet or something, but you're not seeing that shit anymore. Get the Mythbusters on the case, yeah. No, it doesn't work if you're doing it on like crash test dummies or something. It needs to be a person. Ask experiment required. Okay, we're going to do this experiment. Where do I go to do that? Takes years of training before you can kill a man with a harpoon. I don't know if that's true. It's worth a go. Has anyone watched Andor yet, Panda? Yes, I have. I saw it, I won't spoil, of course. Right. I was enjoying Andor. I am enjoying Andor. But it made me much less excited when I realised it was a fucking prequel to Rogue One, which I actually wasn't a huge fan of. So much so that I kind of forgot that he was a character in that film. Let me guess, shout. It's alright. It's alright. It's pretty good. It's worth a watch if you're into the kind of Star Wars shows. I think it has potential to be better. But knowing it's a prequel to a thing I didn't love. I love Rogue One, Panda. Yes. Ooh. So much for depth perception. Lils, good evening to you. And good evening, Funk. What's up, Danger? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you, Funk. Good to see you. I hope you're keeping well. I'm doing good. It's almost the weekend. We're playing this Sherlock Holmes game, which isn't a fucking... It doesn't compare to Poirot. It does not compare to Poirot. But we're playing it for the minute. That Poirot game needs to go on sale, man. Needs to go on sale. Rogue One is actually my favourite one. In terms of the films that have one in the title, it's definitely up there. Yeah, I need to give Rogue One a fair shake, because I saw it, I think, on Christmas Eve, a wee bit hungover, and I fell asleep in the cinema. So I didn't really give it a fair go. Watson will be glad to help with preparations. Right, can we fast travel to the house? Baker Street. How's it going? It's going well, Lils. Almost 2 weeks off for me, baby. Now, Lils. Amazing. Or are you in tomorrow? The Sherlock games get a massive fine if they don't have some fucking neurons linking bit in the game. Is that a staple? I haven't really watched much Sherlock. You know what I quite like the look of? There was a Sherlock TV show that my mum would watch that is an American show with the guy in it from other things. The guy from fucking Trainspotting. The guy what done, yeah. And is like, yeah. It seemed like a fun romp. But I never watched Sherlock, you know, the serious BBC drama. I don't like Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't like him. In fact, I think I actively dislike him. I'm going so far as to say that.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
Johnny Lee Miller, Majango, yeah.
But we
That's
do
a good
need to
opinion,
clarify
yeah.
what happened on the
I just
night
remember, I
before
heard a
it was
story
murdered.
that apparently whenever he was in Star Trek, he went up to
Is something
fucking
wrong
Jean-Luc
with you?
Picard
The
and, you
sailor's
know,
knife, Watson.
was like, you
Why
fucking
was
Star
it
Trek
on
shite.
floor?
Peter Carey
Which is, I'm sure,
attempted to
nonsense,
defend
but-
himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to
What's your
impale
beef
one
with
a
Benny
harpoon.
Gum?
Wonderful.
I've never
When I
seen
pay a
him
visit to our
referred to
butcher
as
friend in
Benny Gum.
Whitechapel, we require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And
Just
the
don't like
harpoon?
him.
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
I will say, I don't dislike that Doctor Strange character as much as I thought I would do before I saw the films. Benny Gum. Told you before, Sherlock Holmes, Jeremy Brett series, ITV produced from the 80s. Absolutely banging, yeah. Or you like the old Sherlock Holmes? I think it was made in like the 80s. Doctor Strange is god awful. I haven't seen the film Wisecrack, I've just seen like the end game and that. Benedict sad Cumberbatch, I agree. What was I talking about just before that? What was I talking about just before this? Aye, the Johnny Lee Miller one, I quite like that. Who's Dostoevsky? I saw his name on the chase. Call me Ishmael. I'm missing something. What Panda says, which is everyone's favourite Star Wars? I honestly don't know. Friday I work from home, then I'm free. That was amazing. I would say it's the best new one. Adam, in terms of films, yeah, there's not much competition. I think the best Star Wars stuff is... Oh God, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly think that Obi-Wan show was better than most people thought. I quite like the Obi-Wan show. They're all very much fucking, you know, not great. Like, standards are kind of low with Star Wars stuff, even though I do love it, or have potential to love it. You met Benny come in the bar and he offered to buy you a Pepsi Max. Would you accept? I don't know if I would, Alex. I don't know if I would. Maybe if you offered to buy me a nice porn star martini, I'll accept that. Can links be posted here, Rick? What is the link to? Revenge of the Sith. I was going to say, Wisecrack, I think the prequels look better now, you know, after the sequels. Empire, Rogue One, for me, I'm a boring cunt. Rogue One's surely not that high, like, is it? I just thought the characters in Rogue One were really fucking cookie cutter, like, I don't know, I did not gel with it at all. Obi-Wan was pish, and your opinions are pish by extension, but, like, I feel like most of the Star Wars stuff isn't great, Majango, and I think there's some good stuff in the Obi-Wan, but it's still kind of like the base level, you know, that sort of quality. Everyone who loves Rogue One is wrong. Very come on. The Phantom Menace funk, I can get on board with this. We need more Liam Neeson as a Jedi. More Qui-Gon Jinn. I was making a joke about the classic novel Moby Dick, which is about hunting a whale. The first line of the novel is "Call me Ishmael." I was making a highbrow joke when he was requesting that Ishmael call him. He's the harpooner man. It was very funny. See you on Saturday. Thanks for the stream. Sorry, I couldn't see the original comment, Lelimo. I was reading your comment. via a like replying to thing, which is why I didn't read it out in full. But I've played Metal Gear Solid 5, you know, I know all about Moby Dick. Thank you. A Benny Cumberbatch name generator website. Rick, feel free to drop it in the Discord. What's it? Where you at, boss? I like Mando. Yeah, Mando season 1 and stuff. Oh, there's a lot of fluff in there as well, though. There's a lot of fluff in there. I've only watched Rogue One once. I may be wearing rose-tinted goggles. I should watch it again, and you should watch it again. And then I can say it's class, and you can say it's shit, and we can kind of trade places. And then you can have some coddle. Elmo, if you were making a highbrow joke, you would know that Morbius dick. So I think that's up in the way. I like Mando. Space. Yeah, Ian, it is good. Mando is fantastic. Don't take any slabbering. It's good, but there's fluff in those shows, like especially that most recent season. I guess that was technically the Boba Fett show. There's a whole episode where he's just fucking building parts for that weird mechanic lady, and it's like proper shite television, like.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Sherlock, what are you doing, you filthy bugger? Jeez Louise. Dear, oh dear, Sherlock, you pervert. Rings Engraven, 1883. Bankruptcy Act of 1883. Fenian what?
That is not the one I need.
Excuse me?
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan Investment. Get this vendor. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund. Blah 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 blah. All good. Wanted by police. There we go.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story.
Boba Fett series was actually adventures for everyone tangentially related. I actually liked the Boba Fett show, right? First Coddle mention of the stream, Lil's Majango tried to infect the stream with it earlier, and I wasn't having it. Boba Fett should be the name of my Star Wars drag career, yes. I actually liked the Boba Fett show up until it became the Mandalorian show. Which is not a controversial opinion to have. I warmed to it. I don't think it's amazing TV. But, you know, when you're just sitting there watching something and you're like, I'm enjoying this. I prefer Andor to Mando simply because it's darker. Panda, it is promising that they could maybe make more shows like that. Or, you know, I did like the tone of it. Although I don't think it's a million miles away from the other stuff, you know. Yeah, I've got documents and stuff. Dialogue. Whitechapel Butcher. Oh, we've got a new place.
I need to take a harpoon with me.
And a harpoon? The fuck am I going to get a harpoon from? Got some swords up here. I guess we could go back to the crime scene. There's a lot of dandering about to do here. Good night. Enjoy being big brain boy, Holmes. Sleep well. Love you all. Love you too, Ian. Thank you for hanging out. From the guy's whaleboat, Rick, yeah. Haven't watched a TV show in a while. I talked about it briefly earlier. That the show Seamus recommended, fuck, what was it even called? Blackbird? That's on Apple TV. About kind of trying to get a dude to confess to some terrible crimes in a prison. And that sounds a bit, not generic, but that sounds like something you've seen before. It's very compelling. Very much recommended. Only 6 episodes. I haven't watched it till the end, so I couldn't tell you if it's like got another season coming or something. But I'd highly recommend that if you want a serious show to watch.
Now I am ready for the experiment.
They just left the body there, yeah. It's an active investigation. feel like this Sherlock might actually be the Hobnail Boots game. Can't remember which one it was. Hobnail Boots. I'm afraid I don't know enough about Sherlock. Give me some Darth Nihilus. Who's that? What else was I watching? I watched Andor, which I think only has 3 episodes out at the minute. I tell you what I love is absolute trash. Reacher on Amazon. Oh, Reacher? I thought that was Preacher. I think Wisecracks watched that. Preacher on Amazon also fits the same bill. I really, really like Preacher. Haven't seen Reacher.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
That's the Jack Reacher thing, isn't it, Lils? Okay, we've got ourselves a fucking harpoon. Oh, where he says Hobnail Boots really weirdly. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is I think the main one. There's a couple games before this which seemed much like older. This is the kind of first Xbox One, PS4 Sherlock Holmes game. So it may well be that. Cool bad guy from Nazi Old Republic. The main, as one of the guys, I guess.
Well,
good trash,
here
yeah.
we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
This is where Sherlock gets the lust for murder.
I am not well practiced in this exercise, yet.
We should get the Joyce.
You should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Get Watson stabbed the fuck. Is there any book or any kind of ITV, you like the ITV Sherlock shows, is there any one where he just fucking starts killing people? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see. I think this one must be it, Panda, yeah. I watched Amelie, French film, which is weird as fuck. I remember people in school, or there's one fella in particular in school, loved Amelie. And I think was like handing around his DVD for people to watch. And never seen it. It does seem nice though. Doesn't shy away from a nice bit of violence, does, yeah. Did anyone watch that show that starred the guy that is the baddie in The Boys? It was called Banshee. He plays Homelander now in The Boys. And I watched a wee bit of that. People seem to love it. Anthony Starr Django, yeah, people seem to love it. I watched a wee bit, maybe a season or two, and it didn't kind of grab me.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient
Feature comic is done. Moro, welcome in. Done by the same guy who made The Boys. It's from NI, yes, fucking Garth Ennis. I will say though, I tried to read one of the Boys comics, or maybe one of the Preacher comics, and it's way too edgy for me. It's super, you know, you could fucking cut yourself on it. That's perfect. Right, get you hit.
Try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
You should simply be better at this. He plays a bad guy in real life. Oh no. Is that true? Yes, man. My partner is away to Liverpool tomorrow. Gave her a few stars and I had.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you
Sorry,
see,
2
Watson?
seconds.
Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to...
Wait, so
take
you're telling me
these
that this guy...
carcasses you've happily mangled?
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Does anyone actually have a conversation in this fucking thing where they're just nice to each other? And they're not cheeky cunts. You're telling me that the guy that got killed and then peeled on the wall, someone came in and threw the harpoon at him? I thought surely you would just kind of, you know, go up and go kind of... Ugh. Exactly. Exactly, in a Django. You go, ugh. But if they're chucking harpoons, fair play. Fair fucking play. That's Sherlock homicides. They're saying it would be difficult, if not impossible, to throw it. I don't want to talk shit on Sherlock, because I very clearly wasn't paying attention there, but that's a waste of time there. That's a waste of time, Sherlock. My partner's away to Liverpool tomorrow. Gave her a few stars and I had. She came in full serious holding a tenner. What the fuck is this? Are you taking the piss? It was a tenner from up north. is your money different or something? Because she thought I was giving her counterfeits. Dean, I was talking about this on Tuesday, about how if you go to England with Northern banknotes, they think that they're fake. We do indeed have different notes. Legal tender though, mate. Legal tender. And if there's anywhere that'll know that it's legal tender, Steen, it'll be Liverpool. So she'll be grand. I looked up how much it costs to train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's like £80 a month. How am I supposed to afford this? You're not supposed to afford it. You're simply supposed to just be a computer enjoying, film watching, weak person like everyone else. You know? I worry, Lelmo, that if you get into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you'll start talking about like chakras and, you know, vaccines and stuff. Right, where we're going to next? What evidence do we have? Yeah, Lelmo, like 2 weeks in, you'll be like, I just listened to this Joe Rogan podcast just to hear the guest. Just to hear the guest. Right, I think we should maybe go Scotland Yard. I honestly don't know. I'm lurking but laughing, larking. That's lovely. Open deduction. Strength requirement. Pinned to the wall. Features requires a much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon. Degree of skill could most likely be necessary. 2 men in cooperation. That could be one and done. There's a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin. Lucky throw. Oh, so I'm kind of making that conclusion. Well, I'm guessing you're telling me that it would need to be 2 people. Okay, any other clues? Doesn't look like it. The way this game kind of unfolds and the way you have to go in and out of menus and stuff is a wee bit obtuse compared to... I like the simplicity of Poirot. You knew where you were at with Poirot, you know? Most likely because it was kind of a mobile game that we were playing. But, just said that's legal tender. Einstein, she'll be completely grand with it. Unless you want to send it me.
Locked.
They do the same with the Scottish notes. We hit them with the same legal tender, which I go, yeah. I remember I had a friend on a night out who tried to pay a taxi man with like a fucking ridiculous amount of 2p's and stuff. And the taxi man was like, get the fuck out of the car before I beat the fuck out of you. Nearly chased him down the street. Trying to forcibly give him like 100 2p's. The taxi driver was being outrageous,
I have heard the story
very
of
funny
Dawson
stuff.
and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Right, Peter Carey. So who done it, Chris and God? We don't even know if someone threw the fucking harpoon or used it or held it. So we're fucking nowhere. There should be options that are closer to £34 a month for monthly membership, LMO. Wisecrack. Speaking with knowledge. With unknown knowledge. I don't think I'd want to do it long term. I'd just like to try it, yeah. Don't think I'd get on with most people who train martial arts. Just want someone to strangle and kick me out. Don't need a month for that. I had a mate who bought a meal at KFC with 5p's. It was the most awkward I felt in a while. I used to do this when I was unemployed. But you know what's great for that is the self-service machine at Tesco. Because you can just roll up with your wee bag of 2p's and stuff and quietly do it. Except for when you put so many in that the fucking machine stops working and they have to empty the thing. But that's less shameful than kind of making someone count your sweaty 2p's right in front of them. Hammerfest sounds like a metal festival. Is that a death metal festival? Fantastic. My dad fucked off to a big mosh pit. Never saw him again. Especially because it's in Norway. There is actually a metal festival in Norway called Hammerfest, is there, Kristen? Is a sea monster likely? As likely as anything else. You can't rule things out. That would make us a bad detective. Right, what's next? This menu barely works half the time. Can we have a look at the objectives? Ship log for the year 1883 might put some light. Where would we find the ship log? I guess maybe at the crime scene. And just fast travel straight there. Perfect. I just mean because Norway are big on their metal music. Oh, okay. Only place I'd dare to pay and change. Is that a self-checkout Haribo? Yeah. Even if you had... I suppose this feels like a thing from the past, especially since COVID. Post-COVID, or not even fucking post-COVID, but, you know, since lockdown and that, I couldn't tell you any time I paid with cash. Even if I had cash on me, the card's coming out. I worked in an off-license, people used to pay for cans with bags of 5p's, and I was like, God, trust this is right, yeah.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Peter Curry Master. Who else is on this that we're looking for? Turn page left.
August. These pages have been torn away.
Oh yeah. Someone hiding something.
Log
blah,
notes
blah, blah.
for August. Log notes for July. Log
Yep.
notes for June. Nothing unusual. This is the crew list. This
Okay. It's the crew list. Your man's not on here. What was his name? Nelligan?
log,
Not on here, I'm
log-
afraid.
Log. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Perfect. Actually have a bit of cash ATM from your birthday. I was going to just put it in the bank in a branch. Keep like an emergency tenner, yeah. Yeah, I need to deposit some money before they start bringing out some new notes. And you can deposit money in like a post office, can't you? I don't have the courage to do it though. Don't know why I'm examining the shelf, but the game told me to. Shelf. 'Tis a shelf, I can say. Right, so where do we find these sailors? This is like Shenmue. Another game which I should go back to one day on stream. Looking for some sailors. You can? Never thought of that actually? Yeah, apparently so.
Such a thing. My poor husband.
Your husband's dead. If I go to fast travel, will it be like, here you can go to the fucking... Wiggins might help to find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. He should be somewhere at Baker Street. Perfect. Still waiting for the rest of the Killer Nun game. Our good friend St. Luth played that on stream and had an amazing time with it. I need to finish that VOD. They played it on the hardest difficulty, which the hardest difficulty strangely makes the game almost impossible to see. Which I thought was fully broken, but he kept at it, to be fair. It was one of those times where
Something new, Watson. I have
No.
the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I
Exactly.
doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang.
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
Child labour, folks.
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Child labour. You know when you watch someone else stream or something and you're like, I couldn't do that. I was watching St. Louis play Nun Massacre, which we binned very quickly, and I thought rightly so. But St. Louis stuck with it with a determination that I just watched and thought I couldn't do that. So God bless.
Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can go inside from the window.
Like, I do that with every game you play. What, as in, like, I would bin this? Some games are played because you've got nothing else to play if you were to bin it immediately. Certainly not saying that's this game at all, haha. But, you know, I actually don't think I stick with games enough a lot of the time. How did I call out this week, kid? Apparently I accidentally sent my friend a YouTube short of Joe Rogan. I think my phone was on in my pocket.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
I don't blame you for this.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
I bin stuff very quickly. I think,
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the
I do
inspector
as
asks that
well.
you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
maybe not super quick. But I definitely got better at it. I feel like early days I used to, you just sit and really hate something. Recommended Andrew Tate. Sure, and Joe Rogan. You're cancelled, pal. No, I opened YouTube earlier when I went to go sit down on my bed. And when you open the YouTube, Rich, welcome in. Very good to see you. I hope you're keeping well this evening. I opened YouTube earlier today, and it would usually just go to your homepage of who you're subscribed to and stuff. But it now opens, I think, on the shorts page, Joe. So I can see how that was easy done. Speaking of Andrew Tate, this is a very niche fucking thing. Possibly extremely so for this chat. There was a Man United fan who went viral years ago called Andy Tate, who just went viral, kind of drunkenly shouting about a football match. Went viral years and years ago. And he said that he got banned off Instagram because of Andrew Tate. Nostromo loves him. Nostromo sings it all the time. Give it Giggsy, exactly. He got banned off Instagram because Andrew Tate got banned. Which is a very funny kind of result of that whole thing. I can't say it before. I've lost my place.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Me, Toby. Where are we going next? Lestrade might have some new facts about the case. John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. What's his role and all that? God, I don't know. Majango, when you were playing the new one, did it have this much sort of going about the place? I don't like this, to be honest. But yes, whenever my TikTok is a wee bit more kind of catered to me now, where it'll show me cooking videos, it'll show me that dude who makes glasses out of glass bottles, and it'll show me, I found this nice channel that cleans carpets with a power washer, very good stuff. But whenever I first would open it, it would show me videos. Snack Wars? I don't know if I know that, Rick. Is it good? It would show me videos of
Mr.
Andrew
Holmes,
Tate
I'm glad to
talking
see
some,
As
wild,
always.
misogynistic
What happened?
shite,
We
while
have a new
someone played
suspect,
like racing
Liam
levels of
Hurtley.
GTA 5. It was
I'm
very
thinking that
fucking
this case
strange.
will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Oh yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow... was
God, it's like being in a fucking nightclub.
Do
What are you saying, mate?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Be humble for once. Chloe just threw a plastic bag up off the floor with her foot. Caught it with her hand. She's the one. That's effortlessly cool shit. Sassy Sherlock. Too sassy, Lils. Too sassy. My current bag for life, which I'm using, is a lovely Lidl bag that I got in Lithuania. Very fun stuff. I'm a big fan of it, folks. I realise as I'm saying that, that's not a very interesting anecdote.
These are
For
the
a
suspect's
stream.
belongings.
My current bag for life. Danger, I've randomly got the urge to try playing GTA 4 again. Can you talk me down? I like the driving in that game, Lelamo. The game is needlessly fucking very edgy at times. But yeah. Still waiting for my copy. It's in the post. It's
Their
coming soon.
size 9.5.
If anyone doesn't know, I streamed GTA 4 very early days, and someone came in the chat and was like, "Oh man, I love this game. It's a shame I can't play it though. If only someone would gift me a copy." Just in the chat, just requesting someone gift them a copy of it on Steam. And it's the sort of thing that
Veins are fresh. They can
I
be
feel like you
removed.
only have to deal with when you're first starting out. Still waiting for the giveaway. I will 100% do a giveaway for GTA 4 at some point.
A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
It's coming, folks. It's coming.
These are the suspect's belongings. I
The
wonder
evidence.
if these are connected.
You're allowed at like $249. Yeah. Oh shit. Canadian Pacific Railway. CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Said, oh well, 250 followers. We're doing a giveaway. Shush. My partner Kristen still goes at me for, I said I would do an Animal Crossing stream with 300 followers, and we've never done it. I hear it almost on a daily basis. Like the kid who comes to Tom Hoop's stream saying, I'm very sad today. Can we play squads? Oh no. Oh bless. That will be a permanent ban though. I'm sure I've missed all the chat today, but there's a lot of jadedness about Twitch at the minute, rightly so, and about how it might be kind of dying as a platform. What do people think about people doing streams on YouTube and stuff? I'm not really convinced by YouTube at all myself. It has a really bad interface for live streams, and it just doesn't seem built to it. Swiss is doing one tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. YouTube, in my opinion, is worse. Yeah, well, this is what I was thinking, is that we all are very, it won't last. Yeah, it does have kind of Glamesh vibes a wee bit. Called Gamer Fiend on there earlier, quality was unreal. I did see that the bitrate can be better. Why is it dying? It's just Twitch are kind of making moves to more adverts. They're taking the 70-30 pay cut for like the highest streamers. They're putting it down to 50-50. They're trying to, squeeze a bit more money out of it, which tells you that it's not an effective money-making platform for them at the minute. And just the whole thing, getting rid of hosts, and they're seeming to like prioritize it as it being like a secondary platform for people who should already be getting big off TikTok and stuff like that. It's all just very strange moves that they're making. But as Glamesh, I called out the lead developer because he took too long putting pronouns in, is that right? I put out a tweet saying remember Glamesh about a year ago and got about 4 or 5 people in my mentions fucking hammering me, including the fucking head of fucking PR for Glamesh.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
They were fucking weird.
Allow me to introduce myself.
I felt a wee bit bad,
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that.
Oh, you replied to eat shit? Yeah, I don't think I replied to any of them. Smart move from them there. Yeah, big time stuff. It was all like, have we gone somewhere responses? Yeah, yeah. And then you go on the Glamesh site and there's fucking 3 streams on there. But the whole YouTube thing, Zoe, like you're saying, is kind of... Twitch is really fucking shit for this stuff, but is YouTube any better? I don't know. I'm almost tempted to kind of, just to see what their discoverability is like. To do like a test stream or something on there. Politically, no, yes. Yeah, indeed. And the interface is fucking terrible. It's not built for live streams at all. Go on the YouTube homepage and try to find like a live stream page. It's fucking difficult. Unless you're already following someone. But it's only for videos. Yeah, that's how I feel. PL Fisher was chatting a bit about earlier. Was listening briefly, Wisecrack, yeah. There are currently 8 streamers on Glamesh. Come on. There is, in the affiliate or partner contract thing, you're not allowed to stream at the same time, but you are allowed to stream at different times. So you're like kind of like GamerFiend was doing, or exactly like GamerFiend was doing. You're able to do a separate stream. So I wonder, imagine if you streamed on YouTube and it just fucking blew up. I don't imagine that it would, I don't imagine discoverability would be much better, but I honestly don't know. I don't think Twitch is going to die for a good bit. I would say discoverability is still better on Twitch and better for communities. Yeah, it definitely is much better for communities. You can't raid anyone on YouTube. I just imagine my stream getting recommended from turf videos. Yes, when you're on the same platform as all that mad shit, it really does open a different, can of worms. Cousin streams on YouTube and apparently makes enough to live on. Oh yeah. Is this the Division streamer? Highest view stream is 8 people. I feel the thing about Glamesh, I do like to take the piss out of it. It makes you feel a wee bit bad.
And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to...
Or affiliates? I don't think so, Steam. You have to stream them separate. So you could do a stream tomorrow morning, then do a stream tomorrow night on YouTube, but not the same thing.
It's ridiculous.
I don't think. I could be wrong.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you, but you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
What's going on with this guy? Well, this is the whole thing. People have been saying, oh, sure, Twitch is shite now. Just fucking post on TikTok and YouTube. I don't have the energy in my fucking body to do that. Even like the occasional 1 or 2 Twitch TikTok clips a week, it's too fucking much for me. I can't do it. I don't know about anyone else. I have the confidence to stream and stuff on Twitch and all this, but see, when I have to like post a clip of me doing a funny thing to TikTok or something, it gives me this, it makes me feel a wee bit kind of, it makes me feel silly or a bit daft for the whole thing. And when I put it on a different platform, see, I'm staying, yeah, it makes me feel a bit fucking daft or a bit, These people trying to make money. The ones upset with Twitch ATM. Well, that's what people are saying in terms of, because discoverability is getting worse on Twitch, that you should always be going on TikTok and YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that. And And yeah, it is interesting that people are getting really upset when the thing that's changed is the biggest, like 1 or 2% of streamers are kind of losing their pay cut. When nothing has really changed for us. Makes sense. It does make sense, but it's just like it's easier said than done. In my experience, I can't hack it. I can do it occasionally, just for appearances. Outsource it to Jealous. She'd love it, Lelmo, yeah. Well, as ever, if anyone sees anything that is clippable, feel free to clip it. Not this. Not this. I'll watch whichever platform has The Walking Dead. Jealous streams, save here. Streaming is more like chatting. Posting videos it feels like work. It feels more of a performance brew. It's almost like you have to be, look at this class crack I'm having on this stream. Look how good crack this is. And it feels a bit daft. Inspect the ear, Rich, I will. I don't know if I can get in deep enough. Need to get the fingers in there. It feels conceited. Yeah, in my experience, it just makes me feel a bit self-conscious about the whole thing. Whereas I don't feel that way when we're just sitting having the crack. So I suppose it all depends what you're looking for out of it. Yeah. But people would want to... You should be able to have your stream grow and stuff, without having to kind of gear up 4 different platforms. Because there are a lot of steps that Twitch could make to get eyeballs on your stream, which aren't, Come on. Right, we're missing one thing. Gardener's hands. There has to be something going on with the face. I'm a drama-loving bastard. Theatre, I mean, very, yeah. Oh, we missed the big scar. Scar on his neck, Alex, you got it. I'm just playing, like the point-and-click games where you're just looking for something to interact with. But you're alright, Lils, yeah. If you're happy to just, be kicking it and stuff.
That's all for now.
It's like being a musician, they should just be able to make money out of their music, Lils, yeah. There's something that you'd never realise. The fact that there's Twitch partners out there, getting like 100+ views and stuff who, they're not living luxurious lives there at all, if you're making money off the platform.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Who's this? Who's this? Fucking musicians, man, I know.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Oh. Marcus played my Radiohead cover on the stream. He never paid me. Hashtag part of the problem, yeah. I was playing Civilization Revolution when I heard that, Lelimo. And I think I was just about to take over the entirety of Egypt. So I remember it fondly. I wish more people use things like Ko-fi. Yeah, that was kind of what I was leading into there. Is that I think and hope a lot, Ko-fi will become more prevalent and more people feel free to use it. But then you lose the emotes and stuff like that, or a bit of ease of use to the stream. People get adverts and stuff unless you have ad blocker set up, which aren't perfect either. It's a pain in the arse. I forgot what I was objecting to here. I was trying to find some information about my father. Bond certificate? No. Issue with Ko-fi is that some people will still be subbing and it makes hitting the payout threshold harder, yeah. That is true as well.
I was trying to find some information about my father.
PayPal never allowed me to verify my account. I had a terrible time with this, Adam. I would love to get Ko-fi. I had a terrible time with it. I think they maybe locked my account. I had to switch accounts. They didn't accept my ID. I think wanted a passport. I didn't have a passport at the time. I might be able to get that account back. but I should check.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belong to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
PayPal, or they still want to believe your last name is Effication. I will mail you a birthday card with a $5 the monthly if you give me your address. And consider because a streamer had mentioned it, yeah. Well, if you tailored kind of every... See, I come from a position where I'm working full time, and this is, you know, I would love to be able to work less than full time. Like Twitch kind of support from money and stuff is something that just kind of comes in whenever it comes in, and supports me financially, which generally comes at quite a fucking good time for me. But things get a lot more serious when you know you're relying on it for an income, which a lot of people, you know, are in the position where they have to. But it's good at least that they lowered the payout threshold. Right, we talked to that guy. What was said? Can't remember. Liam Hurtley is a tough one. What is he trying to hide? That's exactly what I was thinking. Lestrade pays a big... blah blah blah. Were we done talking to him? Oh, hello.
I'm not saying another word.
Boss. Were we done talking to you? This is an empty room.
Mr. Holmes?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
I think we've done everything here. Hello? You are someone I should talk to.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Oh, maybe I can do a deduction thing. Missing papers, break-in attempts. Oh, excuse me. Retrieving the notebook. Break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook. This proves the guilt of the person. Nelligan was looking for the father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. It explains yeah, it does that at least. Can we connect those two things? Don't know if we can. Strangle that man with the Union Jack. It is the butcher's apron. Right, we'll have a wee look down here and see what's happening. Don't think there's anything in this room. Even if we do detective mode. We could go back and see what Watson has to say. Nelligan's belongings, we've looked at those. Perfect, perfect. This is locked, I think.
Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, we've seen everything here. Now, where else would we go? Go back to Woodman's Lee. Go Baker Street. Everything lies in Baker Street. Okay, it's good that we have Kofi as an alternative. I suppose before that... Sax noises, yeah. I suppose before that we just had like the Stream Elements donation thing.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
It's a nice wee doggy, that. Perform analysis. Oh, let's do that. A stained letter. How do we analyze this? Look at you. Come on. Find a use for Hurtley's boots. Hurtley's boots. Let's go to Woodman's Lee. Try it. Although they're smaller boots, so I don't imagine they would fit. in the footprint. Who knows? I did hear about a streamer on Twitch who was also on YouTube. They were making like 1600 on YouTube, 200 on Twitch. Apparently the algorithm has changed. They're making no money on either. God. So precarious. Be it a kind of, you know, anywhere from small to mid-sized, you know, creator on platforms like that. Like Brew was saying earlier, get us a fucking universal basic income and we can all just do class streams. Drag this down. Oh, that
These
fits.
boots match the footprints exactly.
Are they hobnail boot bandit? If I see it, if I hear it, we'll have to alert you. Person also said they had 10k subs on YouTube. Okay, so we've learned that. Can we deduce anything else? Early's footprints. No gardener. On Twitch? You wouldn't be making 200 a month on Twitch from 10,000 subs, 20k a month. Yeah. Okay, we've got that. This was later, okay. I don't really know what you do next. Unexplained presence. We still haven't... Liam Hurley's a tough one. What is he trying to hide? Hurley boots match. Okay, so we can go back to him with that. Gardener dialogue, we can do that. We need to perform analysis on the stained letter. Don't know where you do that. They decided to put more effort into YouTube after the money changed, yeah. Does anyone have more? I don't know if you've ever done it. I know, Adam, you've done some video editing and stuff. Our good friend Ree is very good at the YouTube videos. I haven't really dipped my toes into it myself. I did a wee bit of that at first with my Returnal TikTok sort of things where, you know, you're just practicing kind of chopping up a wee bit of gameplay. I actually did enjoy it. But I would like to maybe try making some more short form, like a prepared video on something. I think that could be a lot of fun. But it's just having the time of day. Because there is, the good thing about these different platforms that people encourage you to use is that you can get a bit creative and do something different than you could maybe do just sitting on your stream, you know. I can do it, wouldn't know where to start with what I would use. I think I used DaVinci Resolve to just clip together stuff, but I imagine there's a more user-friendly application out there for you.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Early, you were at the crime scene, mate. Character portrait complete, perfect.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Oh, you have? Hurley boots match.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven...
My unmute button is also an action button in this game. Fantastic.
Don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Fucking killing him, mate. Well-kept garden. Fuck. See if the answer is garden. That's an example of these games being bullshit.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
What would I be doing there anyway?
Gardener.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
You're a bastard.
How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you worked with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers.
Mate, hope you don't mind this.
Mowing
I've been
very
observing your
recently.
hands there. Lovely
But
stuff.
the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I
All
am a
right.
gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
I had 300
That's all for
subscribers on
now.
YouTube back in about 2008. Popular animator Ed's World commented on one of our videos, Ask Me Anything. Nice video, smiley face. This is your own Mr. Beast. I meant to put this in Mormsy's Discord. A lovely crested titles, exactly. I meant to put this on Mormsy's Discord. When I was up in Portrush, there was like a t-shirt shop where you could get your own custom t-shirts. And on the kind of advertising in the window, you could get a Mr. Beast t-shirt printed. Which I could have done. Didn't do. Or just like a... Was it near the cola slush place? Everything's near the cola slush place in Portrush. It's quite a small wee place. Unfortunately, Edward passed away, so it has a sad twist. That is sad. Get a Keemon shirt. I'm hoping that once Seamus gets his shirt pressing thing up and running, we'll have all that stuff. Oh, I mean, like, what content of mine would be worthwhile? Yeah, well, you just kind of make what you know more, you know? Or what you feel like making. I would love to do, like, wee review-esque sort of videos. Still have a shirt of a drawing Adam did of me, is that right? I think I know which one. It was one of the first drawings I think Adam did. Old man shirts for all Lils, yes, we should get on it. I wore it out once I got so it looks
What am I
amazing.
doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Right, we've had a chat with Hurtley. Have we worked anything out? Not really. Perform analysis. Where did I go to do this? Maybe at home. Just upload danger film recommendations. We're gonna. The only reason why I haven't paused or put that redemption into hibernation is I'm trying to get to 100. We're gonna get to 100, and then compare it with the IMDb top 100, and hopefully our list will be better. I think we're probably on like 35 or something like that. I am trying to write them down. Sometimes I forget them. I guarantee it will be, yeah. It'll be in no order. Maybe we can do a stream where we try to rank them. So everyone will have to have seen the films. Yes, please. I could create an entire channel reacting and shitting on them. Let them look fantastic. You can do a channel with all your film recommendations. See how you get on with that, mate. Right, where are we going? Baker Street. I'll make an entire channel reacting and shitting on your videos, Jill. Yes, good boy. You scared my cat out of the room for making me laugh. Hope you're happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, let's go inspect this shit. There we go. Of course I have to go to this one desk.
That is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used.
Looks like puzzle gameplay, folks.
Orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Okay. Thinking, yeah. Okay, so we go blue reagent first. Get that fucking in there, son. Okay. So we've got 2 orange that we need to use. Is this not a piece of piss? Get that orange in there. I'm not looking at the chat yet in fear of spoilers. I'm gonna go blue again. Get that fucking in there. Have I done too many? We've only done 3. Okay, perfect. Orange. Get that. Neck them all. Yes. And now I imagine all of our YouTube channels are just video shitting on each other's. Yeah, that's how you get big in the YouTube space. Did I just do orange? I did, okay. And then orange again.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Yeah, well, refill those bottles, mate. Circle of hatred, yeah. The forced beef. We can do boxing matches. Except I would never do a charity boxing match. Fuck that. Outsiders thinking we all hate each other. We'd get lost in the sauce more. We get lost in the sauce. Slime Rancher 2 is on Game Pass. I've watched some of the first Slime Rancher and thought it looked very good. Or very good fun, but it seemed to me like a game that wasn't finished yet. I'm surprised that there is now Slime Rancher 2. Danger, I'm going into battle. I need your strongest potions. I'm whipping it up right now. I destroy anyone in the square circle, Joe. Yes. Slime Rancher 1 is amazing. See, I think I saw it and it was early access for a while, and then I think just quietly sort of came out. Okay, I'll take the orange reagent. Then what do I do now? Do I use the colourless one now and then the orange one? It has to be it. It has to be it, right? Come on. Fucking come on. Apologies, this isn't directed at the chat, this is directed at Sherlock. Gee, Sherlock. Piece of shit.
Now I can proceed further.
Fuck you, Sherlock.
The content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
I don't know why I'm playing as Sherlock and simultaneously hate his guts. Get it fucking wiped. This is like the homework you'd given after eating a pot noodle. Haha. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Yeah, I like bread. I'm making a YouTube channel called Check Out These Twitch Losers. I just host your VODs on them and laugh over the footage while eating chicken wings. That's amazing. I played the first one as it was pretty cool. It did look like good fun. If 2 is like a bigger version of 1, I think that could be a very fun, like, chill out game. Slime Rancher 1 is amazing, yeah. I'm sure I submitted homework. That looked like absolutely. Absolutely. Can we talk to Hurtley again? Job done.
A new suspect.
Got Watson. Piece of shit. The carbon footprint of Sherlock in this game is upsetting. And it's mostly me because I keep fast travelling via taxi to different places, but it's upsetting me. The horse carbon footprint. Hashtag Fight Night, hashtag LMOV jealous, hashtag TFC. What's TFC? When are you playing Five Nights at Freddy's?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
I strangely think I've played that game before, and I played it for like 2 minutes. It's basically a fucking CCTV game, isn't it?
So tell me, Mr.
It looks real shite. I don't know why it's fucking massive. It looks shite.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What am I talking about? You're a gardener. You're a gardener, mate.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one, but it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools.
Love this guy's
It's
accent.
to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Leaving piles of horse poop everywhere. That's good. That's good for the environment.
But now I know one thing for certain.
We still
I must
interrogating the
examine site
postman.
where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
I must examine. You see, the problem is this game, I'm not paying attention to like when something's happening.
What am I
You know,
doing
whenever they
here?
say, I need to
I've
do
done
this,
nothing.
I talk over it and then go, what am I supposed to do? Postman's what done it. Twitch Fighting Championship. It's a masterpiece. Love Five Nights at Freddy's. Do you, Loz? Is it a compelling game? I feel like many people don't stream it. Not many people stream it. It's a great watch, is it? There was another CCTV scary game that people were playing a month or two ago. I think Ghost Kai played it. That seemed like it was alright. I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's is one of those games. It's what Fortnite used to be like last year, and possibly still a wee bit. One of those games where someone sees you playing it or streaming it, they're like, look at this fucking sellout cunt. And what am I supposed to do? We're looking at tools and stuff. Oh, these tools down here. No? Have a look at the shelf again. Come on. He's still scared, Adam. It's been weeks. Just leaving him to it. You know what's really upsetting, folks? I do think that when you stream that game more. No, you don't. No, you don't. I hope that you don't. Hope you're thinking, this guy should be illegal. This guy playing this game should be illegal. Not my mere existence. Hello, Mrs. Carey.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Class. Well, I got a taxi here.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee.
I'm treating myself to another Pepsi, folks.
Oh, my.
Oh yes, I was going to say.
Our tools are kept inside the shed.
They just stop talking over dialogue.
Here is the key to open it.
Cool. Tools kept inside the thing.
Thank you,
Perfect.
Adam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I need to stop talking over dialogue. What was upsetting, Steen, thank you, Pepsi party's in the chat, is that my partner Chris and got a McDonald's delivered that last week. And the McDonald's arrived. The delivery driver was telling Kristen that they had a horrible time. Basically, McDonald's fucked the order. They went back, tried to get it fixed, fucked it. The drink spilt all over the bag because they didn't give it to him right and stuff, and he hated it. And he was saying that like I fucking hate going to that McDonald's. And I quite fancy a McDonald's tomorrow night. But I feel like we can't get it from there anymore. So we'll see. The camera angle made it look like she's about to ask, you feeling alright, Sherlock? As you spin out at him, yes.
Who could do such a thing?
The is that a Dutch angle? How many Pepsis would you have a day of danger? I just drink out of bottles because I feel like a can is a luxury, and I feel like I drink cans faster than I would just kind of having a wee glass. Bit of a personal question, Steen. No, I could not answer it. It depends. I feel like any answer I give would be concerning to people. So I'm going to say a cool 750 mils. And you can add as much as 300 mils to that. For how concerned you want to be. Danger, would you rather piss? Solid Adam, it's a bare-faced lie, my friend. I'm drinking all of it. Danger, would you rather piss Pepsi or normal piss? A Pepsi for sure. Pepsi for sure. What am I doing here? We're looking for tools. Danger, if you piss pure Pepsi, do you reckon it'd sting? It would, but sometimes you have to hurt for the things you love. folks, I don't hope no one minds. I might inspect this shelf again. Pepsi's good for you. I'm sure there's calories in it. There's like 1 calorie in it. Would be good for something. Sherlock's doing a runner. Fuck this. I hate this. It would clog up from all the sugar. It would hopefully be Pepsi Max, and it'll just be like whatever the sugar replacement is. Oh, here we're getting into this shed. Apologies for confusing it with the other shed.
Be hidden here.
Is there anything in here, Sherlock? Mate? Seems like quite a small space to be in. Oh, shed's floor. Yeah, that's a floor indeed. Is there something to be looking at here, Sherlock? Or let's go first person for this. Wooden planks. Ill-fitting plank. There we go. We just had to stare at the thing. Busy Piss, new band name. Please do not steal. Could it lose its fizz? I think it would be, if you bottled it immediately, Funk, it would be like a fresh bottle. But you had to get it sealed quick, you know? There's no waiting around for it.
Let us see what is in this box.
Puzzle time. Come on. Right, what do we have here? Let's line that up. Well, that's very interesting, that. Come on. A box puzzle? It's not puzzly enough. Command ass Pepsi. Thank you so much. Debbie in our latest album, Flat Cook for Your Tummy Ache. That's lovely. That's lovely. Adam, the puzzle just was not Poirot enough. We missed the days of me playing it or doing a puzzle for an hour and a half.
With the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Yeah, so like playing this after playing Poirot is that it feels like there's a lot of just fluff with this. B, exactly. Poirot was tight. This has fluff, this has travelling back and forth, but there's not actual much, like, you know? Where's the puzzles at? Give me a puzzle. With the one ass piss. Oh dear, oh dear. 2023, folks. I love that these are not on YouTube without chat for context, as though I danger just shouted that. Yeah, ass P. It's exactly the content that YouTube deserves.
I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
If I don't choose the right thing immediately,
Madam,
it defaults to the top
I am aware
thing.
of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Romantic correspondence. Come on.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what
Liam Hurtley's what done it?
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
You're shagging him.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Wasn't the only garden he was tending to. Ha ha, come on. Fuck's sake, right? Come on. Are you any good with a harpoon? Oh, it wasn't the only harpoon he was wielding. Ha ha. Right, fuck's sake. Let's get out of here. Come on. Scotland Yard, folks. This is serious business. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Wee, wee,
I
oh,
wonder if
come on.
Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Wiggins? Who's Wiggins again? Is that the inspector guy in here?
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murder...
Shut up. There's not enough games like that where, you know, if you're talking to like an NPC or something, that would be a great mod for a game. Anytime you walk away and cancel an NPC's conversation, the character just goes, fuck up. Or shut your mouth or something. That'd be class.
I'm not saying another word.
Mr. Holmes?
Right, let's go interrogate this empty room here. Stinking?
What am I doing?
Okay, where's Wiggins? Who is Wiggins? How do we find Wiggins? What's the crack?
At your service, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
Seems everyone's called Mr. Holmes around here. Something like this. Hey, I know you. Oh, this is the no you don't. Yes, very exactly. Who's that urchin, wasn't
How
he?
is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes?
Urchin being... I remember I googled this after I saw you use it in chat. Back at Baker Street. Being a wee boy? Aye, wee boy.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Child, street
Well
child
done,
Liz, thank you very
Wiggins.
much.
Let me see.
Okay. Hugh Patton, sailor, James Lancaster, helmsman, Patrick Kearns, harpooner, Ralph Talbot, sailor, John York, cook, Pablo Coventral, harpooner, he died a week ago. Can I underline that?
Interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
Okay.
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This is interesting. Let us
gonna
review
get there.
the other sailors now.
We'll get there soon, folks.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Wiggins,
Watson.
could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
That boy is 100% a 5 foot tall 40-year-old
We found
man.
Patrick Cairns.
Like
Good
the
job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives
is
in a
it,
small
was that on
furnished
Steam
dump
stream
of a
when he was
room.
showing all the characters of The
He's always at
Simpsons and
Sea
shows the
Witch
person who
pub,
played
where
Lisa?
he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Up the fucking boys, come on. See that wee kid there? Know what happens if you throw him off the dock? Absolutely nothing, bro. It's not like the old days. You'd have a wee chuckle and get yourself a wee pint of plain. He becomes a sea urchin. Oh, come on. That's lovely stuff. Right, another cutscene I ignored. Let's make some deductions. Judith Carey's letter. Mix them together with one of these ones. Looking for papers. Oh, this one. Desperate jealousy. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately. Typo there, folks. That his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. It's correct. Oh, we've got a new thing. Plenty of gin for that money. How much? 2 guineas? Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter Carey. I agree completely. So we've got all this. Hurtley's motive. I think we could go talk to Hurtley. Go talk to Hurtley, see what's happening. Unless we have to make some other connections. Peter Carey, a non-smoker. I don't really think that's relevant, is it? Oh, apparently it is. Fuck. Check Patrick Kearns. If the pouch belongs to Patrick Kearns, and the tobacco pouch. Presence at the crime scene must still be proven. Perfect.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Good thing we've got that sailor outfit in the wardrobe. Let's go. I don't know if we do, but I'm really hoping so. Bandit, farmer, morning gown, sailor outfit. Yes. Let's get this hat off. A sailor wouldn't wear that hat. Don't be daft. We've got loads of stuff now. What would a sailor wear? I'm going to wear the flat cap.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Lovely. Perfect. Didn't know that Sherlock was well into, like, dressing up and that. It's pretty cool. Right. See which pub. Don't think there's anything left to do there. Oh dear, a bit of a sleazy angle here. Usually straight into the dressing gown, yeah. Sherlock's your dad, Chell, is this true? I wonder how many people are called Sherlock a year. If anyone wants to Google how many people are called Sherlock, or get called Sherlock every year, because it's a higher number than 0. Doesn't show him lying in an opium stupor. Haribo, yeah. I'm hoping that happens at some bit. The investigation just fucking tails off into absolute madness. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, is it this smelly person? Apparently he also dabbled in cocaine. Who else was saying that earlier? I'm being M. Try finding that out. I'm sort of detective.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling and arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
I think this impersonation is almost bigotry. Pain. Unlike the injury, just to have some cocaine brew, please. No doxing. A bit out of date, but Sherlock has entered the list of top baby names for boys in England and Wales after 5 families registered in 2012. RadioTimes.com can reveal. Perfectly after the fucking TV show came out, I think, isn't it? I've read most, if not all, of Sherlock Holmes. He also goes through periods of lying on the sofa in a depression. Is that a result of the drugs? Because I saw a wee bit of that in the game of this that Django played. There's a scene in both the old and new show that's, what will it be? Morphine or cocaine, yeah. It's interesting that they do a wee callback to it in the new show. I don't imagine they actually investigate or kind of entertain it much at all, do they? I would, if you told me that Sherlock show, the kind of serious one where everyone thought it was revolutionary that they showed texts on screen. If you told me that show is not actually about him investigating crimes, but actually just kind of trying to get off a severe and debilitating cocaine addiction, I'd be much more interested in it. I think it's when there aren't any interesting cases for him to occupy himself with, yeah. Okay, we're playing a mini game. Some random sailor guy, come on. Am I doing this right? Right, let's fucking push. Give him a wee kiss, yes. Push it. Oh fuck, I'm out of stamina. I have no idea what's going on. I've fucked my stamina completely. Right, let's hold off. Seems like nothing's happening at the minute, so we can regain our stamina. Push. He has a nice jawline, it's true. Folks, I have no idea. I'm losing this. Fuck, we're gonna win. Oh dear, I've lost it. Folks, I have no idea what's going on. So much for death perception. I'm a martyr. This is a blockbuster arm wrestle. No! Don't go into that angle. Zoom in. I need to get my stamina up. Not like this. Not like this. It's very sensual, yeah. Looks so sad to me. I can't. What is going on here? Don't kill me. Let me win. Fuck. I think he's won this. I think he's won. Don't make me redo this, please, God.
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
Right, prediction going out, folks. We're gonna do a prediction. Will we win the arm wrestle? Yes, no. I can't see the answers or like what I've typed for this, so it might be misspelled. I feel like I accidentally put a T into yes there. Oh no, it's perfect. And will we win the arm wrestle? Yes or no? It's all going out. We're going to do a quick pee. While that happens, I'll be back in one moment. Thank you so much. Hello. I need to fix my camera at some point. It's very blown out. I wonder if it's actually at this point, I can maybe put this filter on. I need to mess about with the filters more. If anyone has any recommendations. Back from a great poo, fantastic stuff. Lovely stuff. I've never done a poo that good. Or that quick. Not that good. Done plenty of good poos. Love them. Thank you for the date. I was just going to ask actually. Just the 1p today. See this arm? Killed 100 whales and one dude in the shed. Right. Are we ready, folks? I didn't see the results of the bet. IBS, super speeds, ball movements. I've talked about this before. I like to spend time on the toilet. And really just chill. Almost like a meditative process. Right, let's continue.
I'm ready to try again.
I'm ready to try again.
If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
That's a lovely earring. Follow Patrick Kern's facial expressions to understand his moves and plan your counter strategy. Exactly. Thank you, Lalima. Sorry for not giving you a depth perception there. Reckon you've done more poos than cans of Pepsi you've consumed? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. But I wonder how many cans of Pepsi you could fill with poos you've done. You know, there's a better question. Right. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Right, push. Fucking eat shit. Right, I'm gonna restrain. I feel like restrain means hold off from him trying to better you. No, he's not. Oh, he's gonna push now. Restrain. Oh, eat shit. Yes. No, I've lost it. Right, hold on for a sec. Gain more stamina. Dear, oh dear. Push, push. We don't have enough to get it over the line, but that's good. That's a good place to get them in trouble. What a fucking game this is, man. See, this is the sort of stuff I wanted from this game. Thank you for the partridge. We're farting away at this table here. What a battle. How many daft minigame? This is the first, Majango. This is the first. I think you were spoiled in your Sherlock Holmes game. Right, fucking push. Come on. Right. We're just trying to hold on, get some stamina, and then take it for the finish. Arm wrestling's a real push. Don't you dare, you piece of shit. Right, I need to build stamina here. Right, we're going to build stamina. He's going to push, okay? That'll be okay. We'll accept that. We know that's going to happen. Don't you dare, you piece of shit. Right, time to go for the kill. He's pushing again. We're not getting anywhere. Yes. No. Come on. Come on. There's no way to tell. There's no way to tell. What's good? We're so close. We're so close. I've got no stamina. No, don't you dare. We're going back to the same point. I can't get him finished. This is fucking incredible stuff. Come on. Yes, this is it. This is it. We've got enough in the tank here. Right, he's going to push forward. A wee bit. Time to go for the kill. Right, let me get my stamina up loads, right. You can't tell, I don't know if it vibrates whenever he's going to push, and you see him do a wee squeezy poo facial thing. Right, go, push. No. I must be doing this wrong. Go for the kill. Go for the kill. Oh shit, no, I need to restrain. Taking them in the deep waters, yeah, it's a game of endurance at this point. Oh, oh. Oh, he's fighting. He's fighting it. Oh, he's fighting it. Oh no. Come on.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Fucking douche. Eat shit. One and done, mate. I don't quit. I won fair and square.
We've had enough. You're too strong.
No, we just beat
Come
him.
later, when you can use your arms again.
We just beat you, mate. I don't know why the game's mugging me off like that. I myself don't know. No. Okay, let's do some just lost in Kevin's back is some bullshit. Gold earring, lovely earring, I must say. Nice sweet jumper. Cheap clothes, okay, fair enough. Strong hands. Ooh, strong hands. Stinking nails. Scratching his hole. Sailor's tattoo. Perfect. He's a sailor. Do we know if... Do I have to do this? I really hope I don't have to keep doing this. Right, I'm going to quit for a sec.
Had enough.
And
Come
see if
back
this is
later
mission
when
critical.
you can use your arms again.
Because that was fun, but I don't know why I have to beat him again. I already just did it. Strong hands, caring eyes, soft lips, yeah. Warm heart. Beautiful eyes. Right. Disguise yourself as a sailor and find Kearns. Do we just have to do it, folks? I'm so sorry to do this, Days. One more. Well, can we get a payout if anyone didn't bet?
Fine. If you want me to take
You were
all
1-all
your
trying to
money,
take the glory off a draw. No,
no
it's next
problem
man
with
wins. It was next goal wins. Okay, let's do this. It says I can skip it. So I should probably skip it, but I'm tempted to just try that wee bit. Come on. Thank you for the payout. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Lovely to see the believers. Nobody in the bar wants you to do this. The two lads who they kind of want to bar them from the pub, but they've just been there too long at this point. I've got this, folks. I've got this. Right, restrain. And then we'll get a bit of stamina. Ooh. Restrain again. It is tough. I do tell you. Restrain. Come on. Let's get a push in. Get a push in. Ooh. Any weekend plans, folks? Any weekend plans? Any weekend plans? I fucked it. Oh, we're making huge waves here. Shit. I don't have enough to push him. But we're gonna try and survive here. A wee bit of push. Oh, can we do it with just a tiny bit of stamina? We can't. We're putting ourselves in a precarious position there. Right, hold on a bit. Push. Yes, yes, yes. Wisecrack, how was your Chinese? Your lovely Chinese takeaway, which we saw on the exclamation mark Discord. Thank you for the fart, Kristen. We're in a very key moment here. Oh, he's a fighter, like. We have to get the stamina up. Key on moment. If we had moments, we could do that. It was delightful. Some leftovers to smash. Perfect. That's the way you want it. Thank you for the Discord, Kristen. Right, it's getting to the point we might have to... moment. Exactly. Fuck, I'm skipping this. Eat shit. Yes, man. We did it.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
Key moment in the stream.
Drink.
Good winner as well. That's good.
Well, everyone had him. As far as I know, Machango, I can check it again in a moment. I don't think I have moments yet.
Type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life.
My fucking thumb hurts after that.
Eh?
Not all
Knackered.
that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
No job. No job.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, I find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
Harpooner?
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had
Drop
a
the
lot
fucking
of
accent.
adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course.
Disgusting.
It's been a dozen years since I've sailed.
Big wins, Amber.
I've
This
seen
is
everything.
a moment.
Old
It is.
bollers, Damn Black Peter, Great Roger, we sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
I think that's a good jumper, and Sherlock just had
Black
fucking
Peter, you
shit
say?
on it.
I've heard rumours about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar, and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see.
Great Roger.
Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Another drink.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that the August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening,
What was the
lead
lead-in?
blown north. There was only one man on her.
Aussie vibes only. Thank you, Delano, for protecting the Posse
The
vibes.
crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in a dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
Who was he?
And who was he?
I was calling the accent cringe. Don't worry, Joe. I know.
During the
Don't worry.
crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
Oh, Joe, the
That's
Civil
strange
War
enough.
rages on.
Aye, even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him.
What was with that zoom in into the mouth there?
Nobody could
I don't
ask
even have
Black
a zoom in
Peter
that big
about it.
to do it. Not to get too political, but I love Posse vibes. It's okay to get political. And
You know
I
what
agree.
happened,
I
don't
agree.
you?
I'm glad we can
I
speak
do.
about this in a public forum.
I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Black
Aye,
Peter.
those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course.
Plant pouch. Go to toilet.
Back in a second. I'm off to the Ghazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
With my drink, I'm drinking, bruv. Right. Investigate suspect. Patrick Kearns completed. So we left the wee pouch. Or are we leaving the wee pouch now? Determine under a pouch. Plant that wee pouch in there. Look at this gameplay.
Here it
Come
is.
on. Gameplay complete. I think that's us done, is it? Plant the pouch in the Kearns pocket and determine if the pouch is his. Mate, you got any tobacco, mate?
Have you got any tobacco? I've
You've
run
never
out
seen a
of mine.
pouch better planted, you haven't?
I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Oh, it's my fucking pouch. Don't mind me, mate. Politics aside, there's nothing like a good bit of mouthwash.
Well, I have to
Controversial.
go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll
Reference
tell him
books.
about you.
Maybe.
Literature.
If you like, aye.
Do you ever wear a beanie, Danger? I was
I'm
known
done
to
here.
when I was like
It's
17.
time to leave.
I wore a hat for a couple months. And it was great times. Go get one. I think I was given one in this house, actually, by someone who was here. And it doesn't fit my head. Always felt self-conscious about wearing a beanie. Can't do it. Your face is too round. It does help if you have like a beard or something, because I feel like it goes quite well. You know? I've never thought about that. Mate, did you do the murders, mate?
Lose another 10 shillings.
You do those murders, mate? Fucking kick this Ireland cunt's legs out. Here. Fully imagine Danger with a beanie and a side fringe. What's a side fringe? I'm not knowledgeable enough. I'm dreading what it'll be like once I start shaving my head. Just wear them all year round. I like them in the winter, yeah. Not much about hats, Lils, yeah. I've never had the pleasure of wearing one that really fit me. Beanies are more likely to fit than other stuff, you know? It also doesn't help when you have a baby face because you look like a child. Hat's been taken out to go sledding. Down a 6 feet hill, bless you. Just think of all the free buses you can get. Or the cheap buses you can get. It's a good issue to have. Wow, wow, wow. I think, folks, this might be as good a time as any. I'm in the office in the morning, unfortunately. Although I did kind of not go in the office last week, but I'll have to go in this week. So I think that'll have to do it. It looks like you're taking the piss out of that. It does, kind of. The battle rage is on. Thanks for the stream. About to head to bed myself, Alex. Always a fucking pleasure to have you. Always a fucking pleasure. And all these folks, lovely people hanging out while I play this game. Which doesn't have the same sauce as Pyro. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And to all yous for chatting, lurking, all that stuff. You see me clearly tab out to the activity feed. Assat for the sub. Ian for the sub. Lovely people. And Sven Ben for the follow off stream. Thank you for streaming. Get these hobnail boots on tomorrow, Panda. It'll have to happen somewhere. Since I streamed, I've got 4 new items in my inventory, which I'm guessing are all just like fucking badges of this game. I've got the head of the Syndicate, Mrs. Carey, Inspector Lestrade, and Sherlock Holmes. Fantastic. Sherlock Holmes goes for 5p on the market. I'll be getting that sold, no sweat. I was excellent. Thank you, Danger. Thank you, Jill. Lovely stream, Lils. Thank you. These are all fucking lovely. It's a solid 10p profit. Oh, I sell that shit, bro. I need to get back on it. Thanks, Danger. Thank you, Kristen. And if you don't mind staying with me while we do a wee raidsy on someone. Baby, baby, baby. Who do we have? Did I just see? We've got Jack Deeney playing the Plague Tale. I don't think I've raided Jack before. Who is a lovely person. So go say hello to Jack. If you don't follow Jack, give him a wee follow. Drop a wee with the one cool, with the one head back. I'll be counting down the hours until your Saturday stream, and that's very kind. Shout out Lelmo as well, 100%. Is going to be back soon with a Nier Automata playthrough, so look forward to that. Have a good one, folks. Have a good Friday. I'll see you back on Saturday for Jump King and maybe some other stuff. I might mix in some other stuff as well, just keep it fresh, but we'll see. Total thank you. Have a lovely evening, Friday. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Waiting for Lils to say it. Bye. Or someone. Bye. There we go, Lils. Thank you. Bye. See you later.